Mansui journey. Mansui journey. Mansui. Mansui. Sui Mansui. Oh, it's so beautiful, isn't she? I know. I know. Even the OST. Everything about this game. It's so beautiful. And I would be sad, probably for a day or two, because I finally finished this beautiful story. But you can't really help it, right? Like everything comes to an end. And this probably the last day I will play this game, because we are going to finish the game soon. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see the flowchart and where we are. We are 62% completion. Oh, yesterday was so great. I'm so happy this is Fridays and I finished working. The job. I love my job. And now we are going to actually continue our journey with Mansui. Oh, I don't know. There is a feeling in my heart that I don't really want to continue the journey, because if I continue playing this game, at some point I will finish this game, right? But at the same time, I would like to know what happened at the end of the journey of Liang and Mansui. Honestly, I'm more concerned about this lady, about Mansui, compared to Liang, because she was still wanted to go to have a revenge, right? With the python, with the swine demon, killing swine demon and so on, something like that. But yeah, hopefully everything goes good. And let me have a drink. The water tastes stale. Okay, I'm ready now. I've ready myself, I've ready my heart. Let's go. Ooh. At dawn, I went out early with the waiter. We went into the city through the south gates of Haizo, heading to the morning markets to buy stuff. We only had about 2 hours to shop, as being late mean we'd be stuck inside the city. Okay, so he can only sneak in the city, sneak out the city. We hurried along, hardly talking. Along the way, I counted the days since I met these girls. Oh, okay, so even Liang now stopped calling the girls lamb. So he treated them as humans, as a kids, as a girl. So he feel like, yeah, I think he turned into a better person, right? To actually think them not as a commodity but as a regular girl. Will this happen to another girl? Well, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. It had been 20 days, if my math was right. Is it 20 days? Was it 20 days? Looking back, I realized how much those 20 days had changed me. This is interesting though. Can someone really change within that short amount of time? Maybe there is a reflexive things that happen in that particular someone. They just need another person to come into their life and to flip the switch, and then suddenly he changed. I don't know. Like what I know, at the same time, it's difficult for people to change someone. So maybe there is also another factor that allow him to change, because a mere 20 days without any background or anything, maybe he wasn't happy. I mean, then again, at the beginning he wanted to be a hero, right? The old me would have been shocked to see all I've done with these girls now.
旦那、何かお探しで
I'm looking to buy gifts for Folga, ranging from 12 to 6 years old. Okay, so Mansu is 12, right? No, Mansu is actually 14, we know that. What do you think would be suitable?
おや、 それでしたらうちにも女の子がいます。何がいいかわかりますよ。小さい女の子は風車やでんでん太鼓、ガラガラですね。一つあげれば長く遊べます。
Yeah, simple kids are simple. They like something that makes sounds and something that moves. And after that, they can just play like that easily. But the older one is quite difficult.
大きい子は12歳くらいになると見た目を気にします。着るものや装飾品がいいでしょう。
What will I get for Mansui though? Will they let me pick?
おや、若く見えますが、お宅に4人も女の子がいるんですか？
I'm not married. They are not mine. Just kid I'm looking after for a friend. Enough chat. Show me what you got.
あ、いや。
I got gifts for the girl. Later, I get breakfast and a bun shop and got basket of bun to go. Oh, I would like to have pork bun now. Wow, if only I'm in Asia right now. I can just go to corner shop to buy some buns. After packing up everything, I met the waiter and we headed back to the inn together. Get up, all of you, downstairs to the lobby. After returning to the inn, I went to the girls' door, knocking 3 times, and told them to come downstairs. They straightened their clothes, rubbed their sleepy eyes, and slowly gathered in the lobby.
りょう様、どうしてこんな早くに起こした？
Because, lady, I want to give you something for our farting gift. It's not early anymore. The rooster crowed 2 hours ago. Come, got you girls a basket of buns. I laid the bundle containing the buns on the table and opened it up. 8 buns were laid out, catching the girls' eyes right now.
またまんじゅうですか？
Oh, they look so happy.
うわあ、りょう様、優しい。
I know. I don't know, seeing them happy make me happy as well.
肉まん、肉まん。
Yeah, I would love to have one as well. A pork bun. Chicken bun also probably nice. The 3 girls gathered excitedly, their eyes sparkling as if about to drool at the sight of the buns. What are you waiting for? Dig in. But only take 2 each, no more. I chuckled and the kid eagerly reached out to grab their buns.
りょう様の分は？
Mansui asked, puzzled, holding one. Nope, already had mine. Finish up, then I'll show you what I got for you girls. I casually remark as they chew on the bun.
お買い物？
Oh, she's so cute. She's basically still eating and it like that. Gift? Kuo asked me with a mouthful of bun, her words somewhat muffled. Yeah, I bought gifts for you. In another package.
見たい。私も見る。
Yes. Oh, this is so lovely. The 2 sisters come to package containing the gifts, holding their buns. Wait, finish eating before checking out the gifts. Don't forget to wash your hands or you dirty them. I cautioned the eager girls seriously. They obediently tucked their hand back. What's the rush? After half of an incense stick time, the lamb finished their bun. They wiped out their oily mouth, washed their hands, and gathered around the wooden table, eagerly waiting for me to unwrap the package. I opened the package, revealing its content to them. A red tambourine, a green clay rattle, and a purple windwheel toy. Wait, why only 3? We have 4 girls, right? There are 4 girls, but why do we only get 3? What? Here, this all for you. I pointed to the gift in the package, speaking slowly. Q gasped, leaning in to get better look at all the gifts. The other lamps were glued to the side as well. I aimed to hand out the gifts individually and show them how to fly the which one. Hongher, here's your tambourine.
どうやって遊ぶんだ？
Watch. Hold it like this and spin back and forth to make some noise. Wait, tambourine is like drum, right? And then do you spin it back and forth to make some noise? Like, do you do something like this, right? Can you even hear what I'm doing now? Something like that.
りょうさま、ありがとう。
Oh, yeah. After showing her how to use the tambourine, I gave it to her. She seemed perfect. Oh, not perfect. She seemed pretty happy with it. And Chua, here is your clay rattle.
ガラガラ、どうやって遊ぶの？
Something like that. You shake it. Just shake it near your ear and roll it around on the ground. You'll hear something special. It's like it's not special, it's the sounds of rattlesnake.
やってみる。わあ、砂の音。スイ、お礼を言え。りょうさま、ありがとう。
She's so cute. I gave the cry rattle to Qa. She took it carefully, like she was holding a treasure. Quickly, she shook it by her ear, enjoying the sounds of the sun inside. Xinhua, don't get too excited. Here, take this windmill. I gave the windmill to Xinhua. I wasn't sure if this little thing would be too shabby, but I couldn't think of anything else suitable, so I picked this one for you.
そんなことはありません。とても気に入りました。
She's so sweet. Everyone, every girl are so sweet. Just blow into it, and the windmill will start spinning.
やってみます。りょうさま、本当に回った。
Xiuha, show me the windmill. Yeah, exactly. Well, if she happy with it, that's good. Honestly, I was worried she might not like it, given her background. But thankfully, kids usually like anything you give them. That's true. When they got older now, they get expectation and something like that. Like Mansui might have different expectation if I gave her just like toys.
りょうさま、私に贈り物はないのですか？
Where is it? There you are. She's asked for her gift. After unpacking everything from the package, she spoke up suddenly. She poked my arm, frowning slightly, seeming mostly confused but a bit annoyed. Nope, didn't buy you anything. Her face now showed equal parts confusion and irritation. Since you weren't well behaved, I didn't buy you one. Now she's mostly annoyed.
もらうつもりもない。
She was angry, she muttered in frustration and turned away from me. You fell for it? She seems mad and had my fan trying to dope the egg. Okay, no more teasing. Actually, I got you a gift too, but I didn't give it to you because we are still some traveling ahead.
そうだったんですね。じゃあ、りょうさまはなぜ私を騙したんです？
Well, because you've tricked me before, so I wanted to get back at you and see how you react. I mean, she also come on, she want to treat it similarly with the other kids, obviously. I mean, they were kids, even though Mansu is probably older than them, but she would, I don't think she would be happy if she was being left out after all she did for us.
りょうさまはいい年していたずら好きだなんて子供っぽい。
Maybe so, but I had to get even with you, or I wouldn't feel right. Mansui laughed and teased me, and I didn't respond kindly.
それはどんな贈り物でいつ見せてくれるんですか？
I'll open it up for you later on the carriage ride. Kite, after giving the gifts to the lamb, called
どう
Kite.
したの？もう行くの？
Kite lifted the curtain from the back kitchen and strolled over. Yes, gifts are done. Get to pack up with the last. I'm leaving soon.
ずいぶん急ね。もう少し休んだら？
No, got no choice. Delays too long, employers might catch on. Taking this last to Luyang first, then escaping north.
やっぱり洛陽へ行くのね。
Yes, I'm still heading to Luyang.
行かなきゃいけないの。
Mansui chimed in eagerly. Why does Mansu would like to go to Luyang though? I don't know. Why is he so eager to actually doing revenge to the swine demon? Doesn't make any sense. Like, it's not easy. She need to kill someone, isn't she? And at the same time, she's just a little girl. It wasn't until then, I remember, stayed up too late last night and had to rise early. I still had not talked to the lass about what she planned to do in Luyang. I wanted to persuade her to give up on revenge, to let go of that swine demon, but I never got around to it. Well, we'll be passing through Luyang anyway in our way south. I can talk to her on the road, and there's no need for us.
いいわ。今朝老牛を宿場に送って話をつけてもらったから。りょう、あなたって会うたびに逃げてるような気がするんだけど。
Kite chuckled, teasing me. I had to admit, well, she had a point. Every time I met her, it did feel like I was either escaping on the run. Yes, what is it, Chua? As I spaced out, I heard Chua's voice.
りょう様は行っちゃうの？
Yes, I am leaving. She held the clay letter I gave her, looking at me with a puzzled expression. I'm leaving with Sisui now. Oh. This is difficult, right? When you are going to a place and then you stay in a place and then you get close to certain someone, certain people, and you make friends. It's actually harder for the people who are staying compared to the people that they are leaving. It's so I always feel like that. For example, like I feel I don't know. Most of the time, I'm doing the living. I'm not doing I'm not doing the staying. But there was a time I'm actually was at the end. So I was at the other part. Basically, I was the one that's staying, and my friend is the one that's living. It was really sad. I remember I was crying really hard. It's maybe part of me thinking, right? Oh, then I see the same place, I see in the same scenery, but there is no people that I enjoy anymore. So even though the place still the same, but there is something missing. But on the other hand, in my opinion, right, when you are the one that do the living, right, when you are the one that do the living, you leave a place. And all of that, and then the place when you are going into, they are all changes. So you don't have the feeling of in a place there is something missing, but you just going to see something that are completely different. So you don't feel there is a missing things or missing person, because having something missing from you, it's not feeling nice. That's why when people being left behind, it's actually harder than the person that actually do the living. Because the person that do the living, they already have in their head, you are going to see something different. So everything will be changed. You are not in the Saknan, but the people that are staying, they see the same thing, they would like to see the same thing, but there is something missing. I think that's why that make it harder to be left by someone compared to the one that is living. They both hard, I feel like. It's similar to the breakup. I think in both ends they are hard, but at the same time, maybe it's easier for the one that actually wanted to do the living compared to the one that wanted to do the staying, but the other one cannot stay, or something and so forth. That's why when people left from your life and then you are still stuck in one place, and it feels so strange. Upon hearing that we were leaving soon, the three girls seemed a bit panicked. Understandable. Please don't leave. She rushed over, clutching into my leg tightly. Tears streamed down on her face. Hey, stop that. You cried last night and now you're crying today. I told you, didn't I? I've got to go. From now on, you and Hong-er will live with this guy. You've got to work hard. This kite will take care of your food and shelter. But you do need to learn some skills too. As for Xiuhua, she'll stay with Kite for now. Kite will help her to get in touch with her family until someone comes to pick her up.
りょう様には行ってほしくない。スイ姉さんにも。
Oh, this is so sad. Exactly, this is like me when my friend was leaving, but I cannot say, yo, you don't leave, no. I was actually crying. I remember I was crying really hard. But now this day I do most of the leaving anyway. Stop it. Chua still held onto my leg, crying and fussing. Tears and snot smeared on my legs.
ついやめれ
Hong-er shouted at Chua. Chua lifted her tear-streaked face from my leg, looking at her sister with watery eyes.
昨日の夜言っただろ私もあんたに言い聞かせた両様と水姉さんは行っちゃうんだ
I mean, even though she says something like this, she's on the verge of crying as well.
水姉さんはあんたを抱っこして寝てくれたし両様も贈り物をくれたやるべきことはやったちゃんとお別れしたのにまた騒いだりして
I mean, you are also upset. I can see from your tone, lady. Hong-er called to her. However, her eyes has also reddened. Perhaps kids are just wired that way. Even though we talked about living last night and she seems okay with it. I don't think it's not kids. It's adults also feel that way when you are close with someone. That's why, I don't know. That's why I'm trying to not to get close or to attach with some new people that I've met this day. But then again, maybe because I'm getting older, I'm too scared to actually get attached to someone. And then I know at some point I'm probably leaving and I don't stay, and then yeah, that's why. She acting up again today. The younger they are, the harder goodbye seems to be with them.
ほらほら水次エン姉さんの話を聞いて両様はねしなきゃいけないことがあるのしばらくお別れするだけよでもこの人はねいつか戻ってくる私が両様に会うのはこれで3度目いつも思いもよらない時に姿を現すの
Yeah, sometimes things happen. You don't know where you are going. It's the same with me. I never thought I would be in Europe. I never thought I stay in UK for a couple of years and then staying in some place, Ireland, something like that. You will never know. And maybe next time I'll go somewhere, probably in US or something like that. Who knows, right? Never expect. You go and yeah, it's part of life. That's why I said ichigo ichi. When you are in a place, you need to actually savor it because it's once in a lifetime.
これからあんたたちには仕事を覚えてもらうわ私もちゃんと面倒見てあげる
She seems to be a very good lady, so I think the kids could learn from them.
両様の倍もあなたたちによくしてあげる
See? Kite reached out and gave you a gentle pat. Chua let go of my hand and stared at Clyde blankly.
両様と水姉さんは本当に戻ってくるの
Yes.
そうよ
Kid assured Chua.
戻ってくる
Exactly. Mansui also promised her. Her eyes looked very sincere, not like she was lying. But I knew this lass could easily pretend to be sincere to trick people. I know, right? She's a liar. She's a good liar somehow. Not Tang is very bad liar, but she's a very good liar, this lady. I knew it. Because we see her past, and then what she told us so seems believable, but yeah, no. Anyway, after that, Chuer stopped causing trouble. Before Mansu and I left, she hugged the lambs once more, whispering to each other. I didn't catch what she said. Then we said goodbye to the lambs, crossed the threshold, and were about to leave.
両様
Before leaving the inn, I heard Hyunghwa call out to me. Yeah? I turned back. I waited for her to speak, but tears welled up in her eyes. Damn, I would like to cry again, you know? God damn it. No, I'm not crying, really, I'm not crying. Damn, goodbye is hard. No, I'm not crying. I'm really not crying. It's just dust. It's just dust. It's just dust. Dust. As I was about to leave, it hit me that Hyunghwa might be even sadder than Hong-e and Chu-e. I would be going 1,000 miles south, and once her parents come for her, they would head north 1,000 miles too. This meant that even if I reunited someday, while Hong-e and Chu-e might still be around, she probably wouldn't. It's a farewell, a final goodbye. People always experience their last moment with other unexpectedly, even time of peace, but especially in time of chaos. It's just the way it goes. And that's the case with her and me. Goodbye, I mumble, my voice a bit distant. Then turning away, I walk forward along Mansui. Yeah, the wind. Breeze sweep by, tousling my hair and ruffling my clothes. I pull down my bamboo hat to keep my hair in check. I could hear the little windmills spinning behind me. It was accompanied by the tambourine's beat and the soft rustles of the clay rattle. Their cries, though muted, were unmistakable. Amidst the music, I could hear the pain sob of the girls. All the sounds melded together. Adjusting my bamboo hat, I marched forward. The noise faded into the distance until they vanished. Goodbye. Even though it might be our last, we still say goodbye.
りょう様、このままみんなを宿屋に残していくんですか？
Yes, we walk along the dirt road, and she suddenly turned to ask me. Yes, I'm starting out with Kite. She looked after them. Hong-e and Chu-e will be with her from now. And as for Hyunghwa, Kite will help her back to her family.
ああ、りょう様はずいぶんエン姉さんのことを信頼しているんですね。
What?
深い仲なんですか？
You got jealous, Fancy? Don't talk nonsense. She got married 2 years ago, and it has nothing to do with me. I trust her because we have some old debts between us. I once saved her life, and she helped me steal Solan's goods, and we evade pursuits by the authority. Mansui nodded. She probably figured out Kite's background. What about you? Do you distrust Kite?
信用できますよ。前によくしてくれたお姉さんがいたんです。エンさんにちょっと似ていました。
Ah, she had a sister before? Was she her little sister? I detected something suspicious in her word, but I didn't plan to delve into such minor matter.
りょう様はなぜ私だけ宿屋に残さなかったんですか？
We had been walking toward the station for a while when she suddenly asked me, Kite cannot take too many lamps. Besides, didn't you mention wanting to seek revenge in Loyang before? I replied, lowering my voice. She seemed a bit lost when I asked, as if needing a moment to gather her thoughts. Eventually, in a raspy voice, she responded,
落葉に行って復讐を果たさないと。りょう
Okay.
様は私を問陽に売って、インさんは落葉城につてがあるはずです。途中で虎に出くわして、他の子と皇様は食べられたけど、私だけ救い出したと言えばいいでしょう。私がまた嘘の証言をしたら、りょう様の責任は追及しないでしょう。
She calmly
お金
outlined
を
her
たくさん
plan
くれるかもしれ
to
ません。
sell herself to the swine demon. She talked about it as if it wasn't her own fate she was deciding. I thought about what she said. It made sense. It didn't cost much for Xinyan to get a lamb, but the swine demon would pay a lot more. If I gave them a lamb, Yanxin get his money back. And if the swine demon really needs a lamb, they'll take it, even just one. If I get Mansu to them and blame the missing stuff on tigers, I can still finish the deal like usual. Then profit aside, I won't be blamed as much for messing up. Looking at it like that, it's not a bad plan. Not good. There was a fatal flaw in this plan. And what if Mansu revenge end up dragging me into this? If I send her over there and she goes through with the assassinations, whether she succeeds or not, she's committing heinous crime. Once she commits that crime, it's on me too. I'll be implicated in her action. Plus, didn't I already make up my mind? I won't send any Salam demon, especially because they'll be facing. It's just too despicable. Even for this last who tried to kill me and lied to me before, I can't bring myself to do it. I still say no to your revenge plan. I'll take you to Luyang because I know lots of people there and it's easier to sneak south from there. Once we are in Luyang, I won't contact anyone linked to Yinsang to sell you off. I'll think of another plan for you. I told Mansu
わかりました。じゃあ、とりあえず落葉に行きましょう。
We'll see
私
though.
も復讐しないで、そこで遊ぶだけになるかもしれ
We'll
ません。
see though. She said with a smile. I wasn't sure if she truly meant it or was just trying to ease the tension. How could she treat something so serious so lightly? After half a mile's walk, we arrived at the station Kite mentioned. These stations were usually for official use only, so common people like us couldn't use their transportation. But lately, with the new government's rules, many of these stations had been downsized and things were a bit chaotic. The station staff couldn't make ends meet with just government funds, so they started taking private jobs on the side. Kite pulled some strings and paid a bit, so we could hitch a ride on the delivery wagon toward
あ
Luyang.
んたらおかみさんが紹介してくれた人だね。
Yes,
二人だけかい？どこへ行くんだい？
Luyang.
あそこの場所に乗っとくれ。乗ったら中のものをむやみに触らんでくれよ。王様の邸宅に届ける塩袋なんだ。あんたらが降りる前に調べさせてもらう。
Got it. We'll behave and stay out of trouble. I told the wagon driver, then climbed into the wagon with Mansui. I hop on first, then reach out and help her into the wagon. The wagon was packed with salt, likely from nearby salt pits by Haizo. Mansui and I nestled among the sacks. She took one end and I settled the other, facing each other. Space inside the wagon was tight, but it seemed she had a bit more room to sit than I did. Hey, let's sit.
わかりました。
I motioned to Mansu and she nodded, swapping spots with me. We are stuck in this wagon for 2 days, so I'm not gonna be polite to her. Besides, she's smaller and better suited for the light hours by spot. This wagon's dark as heck. Just feel like a jail ride. But hey, it's just cargo hauler. Get one tiny meter for air. Got to endure this 2-day trip to Loyang. This recent day have really been rough. Might as well catch up.
りょう様、
As I said and look at the tiny window, Mansui called my name. What's the matter? I raised an eyebrow looking at
さ
her.
っき魚者が言ってた王様って東洋のことですよね。
She whispered to me quietly. Yes, if it's the Lord in Luyang, then it's indeed the swine demon you are after. You knew the swine demon was the Lord after all.
そうですよ。特に知っていました。
I'm baffled. How did she find out? Was it from Yinsang or did she eavesdrop on my tongue with tongue? I just can't seem to puzzle it out.
りょう様、塩袋に毒を仕込んだら東
No!
洋を殺せるんじゃないか
You're
な。
going to kill so many people with that. And it's probably the swine demon is probably not effective. If the swine demon got lucky, he probably wouldn't even get killed. Just as I was wondering how she knew the swine demon was the Lord, she spoke up again. Nope, cannot do that. There are too many fellow servants. Exactly! Poisoning the salt might harm innocent people. Plus, if the swine demons survive, they'll trace it back to the driver and us, putting Kite and the other lambs at risk. Yeah.
それもそうですね。
Exactly, Mansui. Don't try to poison anything. Jesus. Lady, stop thinking about revenge. Mansui nodded, seemingly abandoning the idea of poisoning the salt bag.
じゃあ馬車の中に隠れて隙を見て飛び出して
You
東
still
洋を
want to
殺す
think
とか。
about revenge? Oh my goodness, this lady. Nope. I'm not sure if this wagon is headed straight to the palace anyway. And even if it is, we can't just go ahead with this plan. What if we charge out and the swine demon end there? Would be in a fix. If we step out with the blades, Their guards would catch us in no time. And remember, killing the swine demon is your thing, not mine.
え、リョウ様は胸郭になりたいんじゃなかったんですか？トンヨを中殺して歴史に名を残すって。
No, I've long abandoned the hero's path. I'm not willing to risk my life for a dream I've forsaken. I douse Mansu's enthusiasm, and she's still too naive. Even if I were to slay Cyan Demon, how could I make a history? The chronicle I filled with his royal kin, and they are the one who write the history book. Exactly. Exactly. Killing him would merely make me another outlaw in the annals. And we sat in the wagon. After about a stick of instant time, the wagon finally started moving. Luckily, the wagon was pretty good at muffling sounds, so our earlier talk probably unheard by the driver. Then suddenly he shouted, "Moving, hold on!" And he gave rein to tug, settling the 4 horses pulling the wagon into motion. The clattering hoofs and creaking wheels edged long trails in the dirt path. The wagon sped along, jolting us inside like bouncing bunnies, our backside tracking pounding. 2 days of this, I need a cushion. Guess I'm more a walker than a wagon rider. If it weren't for time constraints, I'd rather forbid. Definitely
リ
walking.
ョウ様、以前に落葉に行ったことはあるのですか？
Just as I was mulling over the rough ride ahead, Scipia piped up. Fair enough. Guess I could chat with her to kill some time. Went to Loyang twice before, stopping by on business.
落葉は他の町と比べて何が違うと思いますか？
Wider street, bigger houses, richer people. But not everyone's rich. Rich get richer, poor get poorer. The same like our city. The same like our society. I explained to Mansui, sharing my impressions of Luyang. Beside that, lots of buildings around. They say there are many ancient houses from the Tang and Song dynasties still standing in the city. And you, what do you think of Luyang? After saying my thought, I asked her. She mentioned she's from around Luyang, so she probably has some impressions of the city too.
私の記憶は当てになりません。家は落葉付近にありましたが、それでもかなり遠いところでした。
She's lying, right? She's not coming
今
from
までに
Luyang.
一度しか落葉城に入ったことがありません。幼い頃、父が私を落葉城に連れて行ってくれました。町に川があって、川の果てに湖があったのを覚えています。私は迷子になって川に沿って泣きながら歩きました。川の突き当たりに湖が見えたところで父に会えた。
A river in Luyang? Oh, you mean Chan River? But the Chan River connects to the Lu River, runs through the whole city. There can be a lake, right?
じゃあ私の思い違いでしょうか。ふう、残念だな。
What's wrong?
水児たちは落葉に行ったことがないんです。みんなにも見せてあげたい。今はこうしてりょう様と二人きりになっちゃった。
Yeah, too bad. I know, right? It's more merrier with the girls, and I don't need to be afraid that you might kill me suddenly. And we are in the wagon, so I need to keep myself awake. I don't know. I'm too scared. Just only the two of us, and she's probably hiding a knife. I don't. This lass had quiet imagination. 1 minute we were talking about Luyang, the next she was lost in her own world, head slightly bowed. Let me ask you something. Right before we left, what did you tell them? I frowned and asked her.
特別なことは何も。これからもみんなに会いに来るって伝えただけです。
Ah, said the same thing to everyone?
うん。大体同じ。私は贈り物も用意してなかったから。お別れの挨拶くらいはしなくちゃ。あ、そういえば、りょう様は私に贈り物をくれるのを忘れてるんじゃないですか？
Yes. She got excited. She looked at me with hopeful eyes. Oh, I remember now. This morning when I entered Haizo, I got her a gift too. I haven't given it to her. Alright? I'll show you the gift now. I agreed and began reaching into the package behind me. After a few groves, I easily found it. The gift was wrapped in small package. I took it out and unwrapped it to show Mansui. It was a pair of shoes.
これは 靴？
She looked at the pair of shoes in the package, a bit surprised. Inside the package was a pair of shoes. The shoes were light blue with pointed tip and bright silver spiny stitches on both sides, looking delicate and small, like two little birds with folded wings. She glanced at the shoe, then at me.
りょう様、どうして私に靴を買ってくれたんですか？
After all the walking, I noticed your shoes were almost falling apart, with your toes poking out. Worried about you having trouble walking later, so I got you a new pair of shoes. You don't like them?
気に入りました。
She lifted her gaze to meet mine, giving a slight smile. Her smile widened, showing her teeth and revealing two shadows dimple. I was kinda surprised. Never seen her like this before. When she smiled before, it seems oddly mature. Usually her smile feels kind of grown up, but now she's just like any other girl her age, smiling brightly. So she looks happy then.
質感もいいし、触ると柔らかい。
She held the shoes, not wanting to let go. They are expensive as hell. Cost me 400 coin, they did. I replied.
りょう様、履かせてくれませんか？
She suddenly asked me softly, What? I didn't quite get what she meant right away.
私の靴を脱がして、新しい靴を
But why
履
can you
かせて。
can you just put it on yourself? Her face turned a bit left as she asked me. You got hands and feet, why do you need me to do it? I asked her in low voice. This last, she wants me to change her shoes. Can you believe it? Normally a servant would change shoes for their master. She's just a lamb I'm selling. If I were a human trafficker, she'd be my servant. How could she even ask me to change her
小
shoes?
さい頃、父が私に靴をくれたことがありました。
Okay. She think of us like her father. Maybe that's the reason why she care about us. She thinks us like her father. I mean, makes sense. I mean, we are the closest. I mean, once he actually said we remind her as like her father. Maybe that's
そ
the
の時、
reason.
履かせてくれたんです。
She looked down, her eye her bang like she was remembering something. I paused. Just when I thought she was pushing it, she explained why she wanted to help her change the shoes. I see. She mentioned it a few days ago. Her family all gone. She doesn't have any family left in this world. Without a family, not many people would bother to give her gifts and take care of her like this. She just wanted to feel cared for again. That's why she asked me to help her change her shoes when I gave them to her. This last, having her family taken away at such young age, even earlier than me, without any family left. It's pretty sad. Alright, just this one, and don't expect me to help you next time. I sighed helplessly as I spoke to her. At the same time, I made up my mind to set aside my pride, pick up the shoes, and squat in front of her. We were inside the wagon space, surrounded by bags of salt. The wagon jolted along, her on the side, me on the other. Neither of us spoke. Though it's a simple shoe swap, the process feels incredibly long. Mansu adjusted her position first. She leaned her upper body back, arms straight against the wooden planks of the cargo hold, bracing herself. Unlike her tilted upper body, her lower half leaned forward. She crossed her leg but slowly extended her foot, cautiously getting closer to me. The scene resembled a child by the lake, tentatively testing the water depth. I'm going to change them now, I said softly, breaking the awkward silence. Then I dropped my left knee, kneeling in front of her. Reaching out, I grabbed her left foot with both hands, intending to remove the shoe from the foot first. Her current shoe was indeed very dirty, torn and old, with many places worn through the original fabric. I gently held the end of worn-out shoe with my hand and quickly took it off. Her foot was exposed in an instant. Her foot, like the rest of the body, was slim and somewhat frail. You could see the bone in her soles and grooves in her ankles, every line showing her thinness. The only plump part was her 5 round toes. But overall, her feet looked pretty. Her feet were unwrapped. I heard fancy family like to tie up the ladies to fit, make them smaller and prettier. I don't get it though. Tying feet like that just make them look weird and not cute. But her feet growing naturally look pretty nice.
りょう様
What?
どうしてずっと私の足を見つめているんですか？ 見られ
You
ると
can't.
恥ずかしくな
No,
っちゃう。
because you show the picture. Of course, I stare at your feet. Oh, Jesus, Mansu. Look at it. You give me the picture of feet. You think I'm like that? I like the picture of your feet. I have no other option. You can only give this picture. I just noticed you're really skinny, so I look a little bit longer. I thought you were thick-skinned. I wouldn't feel embarrassed.
恥ずかしいに決まってます。男と女なんだから。
Okay. She went all shy and red. Men and women are different. Funny hearing that from his cheeky little brat. But isn't it odd? Back at the back house, I saw everything. She didn't seem to be bothered. Now, just because I glanced at her feet, she's talking about men and women being different. Despite my thoughts, I kept them to myself. I didn't want to make her feel more uncomfortable. I proceeded with my task, removing her light shoes and slipping on the new ones with silver peonies embroidered. The shoes slowly unfurled her feet, fitting snugly. I gently nudged the toes and adjusted the heel to ensure the perfect fit. Good fit.
ちょうどいい。
Oh, it's a beautiful shoe. Try standing and moving around. Mansui nodded and stood up in the shoe I gave her. The wagon carrier was just high enough for her to stand. She tried out feel walking inside the wagon, stepping lightly on the wooden floorboard.
ぴったり。いい感じ。
After trying them out, she said to me, "That's good to hear. I was worried they might be too small."
小さくない。りょう様からの贈り物。とても気に入りました。
She said with a smile, and I feel relief. Phew, finally done swapping her shoes. Funny thing is, even though she likes the new shoe I got her, she won't let go of her old ones. She packed the old shoes away in her bag. Is she just being tight-fisted? Thinking she can sell those old shoes or were they gift from her dad? After putting on new shoes, we stayed quiet for a while. She just sat there lost in her thoughts. I didn't bother trying to figure out what's on her mind. I took a sip from what was jar and leaned against the tiny window by the cargo hold, watching the scenery outside. The wagon moved forward, leaving the landscape behind in a blur. With each bounce of the wagon, the scenery outside fluctuated up and down. Watching the rapidly changing landscape, I began to feel drowsy. In 2 days, we'll get to Luoyang. What's our move? I reckon I'm not keen on taking her to Swine Demon Palace no more. But what's next for us, where we are heading? With a lot of my mind, the sleepiness crept in. My upper and lower eyelids start tassels going about 1,000 rounds. Then I tipped my head back, then forward, and finally shut my eyes. Imagine we get killed now. Fakely, I heard Mansu's voice. Dream or not, I feel like she asked
りょ
me.
う、これまでたくさん人を殺してきて後悔していないの？
Oh my goodness. Why does she sound so serious? It's so different than her previous. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I will replay this.
りょう、これまでたくさん人を殺してきて後悔していないの？
It feels like she's old. She asked my emotion, her voice airy and indifferent. And half asleep, I gave my answer. Did he regret? Do I regret doing? If I regret, of course I regret. You're killing a person. Like if I could. Like this is different, you know. This is the thing, you know. Like some people, when you do something, some people say they don't have regrets in their life, but at the same time, his action is actually killing other people, right? So of course, I regret. I don't want to kill other people. If it can be changed, those people shouldn't be killed. If it can be changed, he wouldn't be a criminal. If it can be changed, he probably want to be a hero or soldier or something like that. Of course he regretted. Why wouldn't he not regret? Despair. Despair. Oh. Hungry. So hungry. Now I get hungry as well. I hadn't eaten for 3 straight days. Not even a bowl of thin porridge. I lay on the bed and sleep with my body curled up. My stomach kept bothering me last night, and I felt nauseous in my throat. I wanted to throw up, but could only retch. A few more hours pass, and I feel even worse. I felt groggy, like I had a layer of oil over my brain, and my entire body feels sluggish. Yeah, that's not a nice title for a chapter, exactly. Exactly, Roy. Something really strange was happening to my body. My chest felt it was like burning, but my limbs were cold. Rolling up my sleeves, I touched my bare arms and felt as if there was an invisible garment draped over them. I used my nail to scratch the clothing on my arm, but nothing came off, only leaving behind white marks. Oof. She's not in a very good condition, right? Luckily, we know Mansu is still alive, so it's fine. This is just a flashback, okay? I felt like a snake, a quiet snake, on the verge of death. I couldn't shed my skin, and I had to endure the torments of alternating hot and cold sensation. I was probably going to die soon.
今日はおかゆを食べないと死んでしまうわ。
Oh my goodness.
あと何回食べられる？
3回。
Oh.
じゃあその後は何を食べるの？
外に林があるし、坂の上には草も生えてる。
お母さん、木の皮は
You eat the tree bark, holy mother of God! They eat the tree bark and you even eat the tree bark?
おばばが言ってた。木の皮は硬くて食べたらうんちが出なくなるから手でほじるんだって。
Oh my goodness.
ほじらなくていい。食べる前に処理するから。
Oh, you were like a deer
木
eating
の
tree
皮
bark.
を柔らかく茹でてすりつぶすの。それをあな
Why
た
don't they
と
just
祭
leave?
司に食べさせてあげ
Like-
る。
The father is already gone for 3 months. Why don't they just leave? It is what it is.
茹でた木の皮は甘い味がする。意外と美味しいのよ。
Silently, I listened to my mom talks. I wasn't sure when I learned of this. Could it be that she also had gone through some hard times when she was little? Since mother could survive back then maybe I can too. After talking to me, mom started to make porridge for us. The rice container was pretty much empty and there wasn't much water left in the water tank. She scooped a bowl of water and put it in the pot, then grabbed a handful of rice and sprinkled it evenly. I crouched by the pouch, watching the rice slowly sink to the bottom, resembling piece of meat. I wanted to eat so bad. However, it's definitely still going to be a while till I can have some. Mom still had to cook it for a little while. Oh my god. It's so sad. Plus, even after it's ready, she would always let my brother eat first. Lately, my brother hasn't been talking much. Half a month after left, my brother got sick again. He had really a bad fever, even worse than before. Mom was very worried and kept feeding my brother porridge. She even peeled off the last of the cabbage and added to the porridge for him. After having porridge for a few days, my brother's fever finally subsided. But after that, he became a mute and couldn't talk anymore.
お母さん、どうしてお父さんは帰ってこないの？
理由はないわ。逃げ出したか、死んでしまったか。
She's probably dead. I asked Mom, and she casually answered me and she threw firewood in the stove. I didn't believe that Dad ran away. There was no way that Dad would have left us behind. He promised. He either got lost and couldn't find his way home, or something happened to
お
him.
母さん、この間村に行ってみたら、みんな逃げて誰もいなかったよ。
I talked to Mom's again when she was smoking porridge.
水児、また外に出たの？勝手に出歩いたらダメって言わなかった？さらわれて食べられてもいいの？
お母さん、みんな逃げて村には誰もいないの。
Oh my god.
お母さん、お父さんが帰ってこなかったら、私たちはずっと家で待つの。
Did this kind of thing actually happen? Like this kind of thing really happen in the like this age when people get hungry? It's so sad.
待つわよ。
Why would you want to
こんなに
wait?
待
You
った
just
んだから。あと数日
no,
待
I
って
think
も
the
同
mother
じ。
is wrong here. I think they should just left. Like you can't. It's already been a month, and your father said they are going to live in he's going to be back in 2 weeks time. But after months, he hasn't come back. I think he shouldn't stay.
私たちは逃げないの。
Exactly.
逃げない。
Mom replied me in low voice. Actually, I could sort of guess why Mom didn't want to go out. My brother was sick and couldn't walk on his own. Playing with our little brother wasn't easy, nor could we leave him behind. Besides, Dad had mentioned the presence of tiger, bandits, and even evil spirit in the distant mountain. If Father had been here to protect us, we would have dared to venture out. But with Father's gone, Mom wouldn't dare to flee with us alone. The porridge was ready. Mom fed my younger brother with the porridge. My brother didn't make any noise. He ate the porridge with his eyes closed. If his mouth weren't opening and closing, I would have thought something was wrong with him. After my brother finished the bowl of porridge, Mom started to pack things up as if we were setting out.
お母さん、出かけ。
ええ。おかゆを食べて力があるうちに昨日
私も
あなたが来てどうするの？家で在児を。
ダメ。お母さん、私も
わかった。じゃあ一緒に行きましょう。私がおんぶするからあなたは手伝って。
Mom hesitated for a short while but still agreed to my request. She handed me the knife used to cut the tree bark. Then she put my brother in a bundle and strapped the bundle on her back. My brother still slept with her eyes closed, not moving a muscle. Mom carried my little brother on her back, stopped slightly. With one hand tight gripping the rope that connected her and my brother, the other hand holding mine, the three of us headed together. Mom and I looked around for a while and found Grove's tree near our home. Surprisingly, this wood different from what I've seen 2 days ago. The trees in the wood had no bark left. Every tree, whoever people could reach, was bare. They looked like a people who had been stripped of their clothes halfway, with their upper body still clothed but their lower body completely bare. I stared blankly at the wood in front of me, unable to believe what I was seeing.
水児。
わからない。まだ逃げてない人がいるのかも。お母さん、逃げないで。私たちより
I started
一
to
足
panic.
先に。
水児。
在地を連れて帰りなさい。
As mom spoke, she untied the rope holding my brother, then handed me the bundle containing my brother.
重いよ。
I took my brother from my mom, but nearly stumbled when I held him in my palm. I was very weak, and holding my brother was already quite challenging for me. I heard about times like this happening 100 years ago where I live. It's apparently why eating some insect is common here. Ah, okay. I mean, it's good. It's good. I don't like if this happened to me, I will also eat insect. But hopefully, this will never happen to us again, Roy. It's so sad though. It's crazy. You eat 3 barks. You eat insect just to
じ
survive.
ゃあおんぶして背中を向けなさい。背中にくくりつけてあげるから。
As mom
must
spoke,
be
she moved
kind.
behind me and tied my brother to my back. Instantly, my back felt heavy. Stooped just like mom's had been moments before, so heavy. Carrying my brother was a lot harder than it had seemed when my mom was doing it. I felt like my brother was too heavy, almost too much for me to carry.
お母さん、どうして一緒に帰らないの？
I asked mom as I struggled to carry my brother.
野草を探してみる。野草の根は甘くて食べられるのよ。
Oh my god, I'm so happy that I can eat today. I just ate I just ate fried egg. Fried egg with some cheese and a very warm with mayonnaise, fried egg with mayonnaise with tomato. Oh my goodness, I feel so blessed.
おかゆがなくなりそうだから食べ物を用意しないと。
でも、お母さんまで。
She knew I was worried that he wouldn't come back.
水事。私が帰らなかったら、
Okay.
それから在地を連れて誰かに会ったらみんなに頭を下げて助けを求めなさい。
Okay.
食べ物をもら
Mom,
って
that's all, and I know that.
後で家に着いたら必ず扉を閉めて鍵をかけて。
I understood what she meant and also why Mom also wants us to go back. The woods around us seem to have visited these past few days. Whoever just finished eating the tea bark might be lurking nearby. They were really dangerous. Mom needed to be cautious and so did I. I carried my brother on my back. Step by step I turned home. My brother was really happy, especially for me. I felt dizzy with each step I took. I was almost out of strength. As I walked with my brother on my back, for some reason I suddenly remember a story Grandma used to tell. The story called Kufwa Chasing the Sun. Many years ago, there was a giant called Kuafu. Many of his people had died from the scorching sun, so Kuafu wanted to go after the sun to catch it and then make it obey command. His people tried to dissuade him. Some said he would roast to death by the sun, while others said he would be exhausted to death, urging him not to go. But Kuafu didn't listen. He still went after the sun. In the end, he ran and drank up the river along the way, but still couldn't catch up with the sun. He later died of thirst on the road. I'm not sure why I recall the story all of a sudden. I just felt that Dad was like Kuafu if he didn't come back. And if Mom didn't come back, she would be Kuafu as well. And if I died of exhaustion on the way back home with my brother on my back, I would fall like Kuafu did.
もうすぐ家に着く。
I could already see our home from far, but I was almost out of strength. Day of hunger had me left dizzy. I
自
could
分
let
で
Zita start blinking every time I opened my eyes.
歩けないの。
This game really liked to give me depression. I crouched on the ground, slowly undoing the rope and letting my brother down from my back. I placed him in front of me. My brother was still asleep and not moving at all.
疲れた。
I heaved out a long sigh.
お姉ちゃん。
Oh, he spoke. I heard my brother speaking, but I felt strange. I heard his voice, but somehow I felt like I didn't.
どうして喋れるの？
Feeling confused, I asked my brother.
お姉ちゃん、お腹すいた。
I'm not hungry anymore. I just ate. My brother whispered to me. I'm not eating just eat. I don't eat tin porridge. I eat a proper meal with proper rice, proper seasoning, proper meat, proper vegetable, very complete. And tomorrow I was thinking of eating ribs, you know. I'll probably buy some ribs tomorrow. Even more complete ribs with some fried French fries. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's it's a little bit pricey, but it's so good. So I want to eat it tomorrow.
お腹すいた。心配しないで。お母さんが後で野草を持ってくるから。
If there is one thing that I learned from this story, there is one thing I've learned from this visual novel is don't throw away your food. Eat. Never throw away your food. And always eat sufficiently. Don't eat too much. Don't eat too much, and don't eat too much as well, because if you eat too much as well, you probably get sick. Like over time, you get fatter, and then you get sick. No, so no, eat moderately.
野草は甘くて美味しいのよ。お姉ちゃん。
Oh my god. My brother spoke again. He said this sentence a month ago when Dad had left. I felt more uneasy. My heart was racing. This sentence sounded so much like one from months ago. Everything about it, from the tone of the voice, the way it was said, was exactly the same. I reached over and put my hand over my brother's forehead. His forehead wasn't hot. It was cold.
どうしたの？
I froze and started panicking a bit. I thought I made a mistake. I reached over and touched him again. Was his brother already dead? He was cold. He was still cold. With a trembling voice, I heard the music! I called out to him while I reached over gentle his chest, cold. They were all cold. But her brother is already dead? I crowded in shock and used my finger to pry open his tightly shut eye. His pupils had already dilated. They were dark, without any sparkle. My head hurt a lot. Then suddenly chill made my entire body tremble. It occurred to me that starting from yesterday, I hadn't seen my brother move at all. My mom fed him porridge, but he didn't actually open his mouth when the spoon approached. Instead, my mom used the utensil to pry his mouth open and forcefully shove it in. Oh my god! And he still didn't react at all. Hungry? We were too hungry. Mom and I were too hungry and we were already hallucinating. No wonder. My brother was already long dead. He died before we knew it. Oh my god. When we returned home last night, we found very few grass fruit because most of the wild grass already been pulled by Ethan. She looked lost, clutching the tentacle, found me sobbing. I cried as though I told with my brother's death. She trembled. Right, exactly. Oh my god, I'm worried about Mansui now. The red cloth bundle containing wild grass slipped around her finger and fell to the ground with soft thud. After that, Mom didn't say anything at all. She simply walked to the side of the bed and lifted my brother, whose body was cold. She rocked him back and forth, softly singing a song I couldn't understand. I had a dream. In my dream, I saw Grandma and my little brother. They were still standing in the clouds, looking far away. Suddenly, my brother's tiny son was getting checked out. I walked over, step by step, to check it out. It says it was a piece of meat, a cool, delicious smelling piece of meat. Oh my god. Oh my god, Roy! Holy shit! Holy shit! In the middle of the night, I was woken up by the delicious smell of meat. Oh my god! So I wasn't dreaming at all. It's all this smell like meat. The smell drifted over the nearby, tightened my nostril. My stomach lurched, then growled. I was almost out of strength. My body felt light as a knife. But when I smelled that smell, my entire body seems to be filled with something, and it suddenly felt heavier. Meat smelled so good. I licked my upper lips and immediately sat up straight. Then I opened my eyes and looked toward the source of the meat. It turned out what the fuck? How does he found a meat? Oh my holy shit! She's probably cooking the. I'm too scared. Mom had a pot stew while she squatted down next to it. She was humming a song while cooking the meat. The flame was gently flickering in the darkness of night. She threw my brother tattered clothes in the fire, fanning the flame with a friendly fan. The soap in the pot boiled and the smell of meat wafted through the air.
お母さん
I walked toward Mom, feeling confused. I didn't know where she got the meat from.
大事
Oh my fucking god! She, holy shit! You know, I know it's her brother. She tilted her head, looking at me with a blank stare, and called out to my brother's name.
大事
Oh my god! So basically, the mother hallucinate that her brother was still alive, and then she will cook her. Oh my
子
god!
豚を捕まえたから食べさせて
This is how she get. This is how she get.
もうすぐで
So this is how she get. Tongue was cooked like a pork. They chopped up piglet. This is how she get it.
お母さん
Oh my god.
水事そういえば
Oh my
さっ
god.
き私はおばばは私を連れて土地神様にお参りしたの水事それからどうなったと思うだから財事が先に豚足を食
I
べて
slowly walked to the pot.
水事が
Okay.
食べ
Oh my god. Holy mother. Then the faint mist dissipated, slowly revealing the shape of the boiling meat. When I can't read this. I want to see. I noticed the shape of the meat. My eyes immediately widened. Cold despair surged up from my spine and swallowed me in an instant. I was going to scream at first, but it was something. It was strangling me. That couldn't make a sound. Mom had gone mad. Actually, I wanted to go mad like her. That look at me. Soup is cooked like. Oh my god. Ah. And it bubbled up and bubbled, cooked me like a little lamb. Despite being swollen and distorted from cooking, I could still recognize.
お母さん
You're cooking my lamb. I screamed in horror, my friend. When Ma heard what I said, her brother tempered and then first a smile forced. She slowly stretched out her hand and reached the boiling pot. She grabbed my brother's hand in the pot and quickly pulled back before falling backward in the ground. Mom didn't move at all like a clay sculpture. I crouched down and stared blankly at Mom. Didn't cry this time. We didn't talk. After a long while, I suddenly heard my wrenching scream. Run! Oh my god, fucking run!
言いなさいどうやって財事はずっと元気あなたが殺したんだ
Mom pressed me on the ground.
嘘つけあな水事なんてお父さんやおばばになんて言う
Oh my god.
言え
I get because he goes to grab some breath for you.
お母さんはいえお母さんお願い
Oh, holy shit! Whenever Mom seems to be saying again, suddenly made me feel like she was finally herself. She let me go and stood like a puppet, then took a step back and sat down on the ground again. While on the ground, she curled up her body, she wrapped her arm around her knees like a little girl buried her head and then stopped moving. She seems to be crying and laughing at the same time. She wasn't paying attention to me for now. What the fuck? This game? Whoop! See, seeing my mother like this and realizing that she didn't seem to want to kill me anymore, I staggered to my feet. Run! Run, crazy! She can just kill you! I didn't have time to wet my teeth before I hurried run out the house. Yes! I headed out trying to find something to eat for Mom. She wasn't going to kill me for now, but there was no telling when she tried to choke me dead again. Mom had gone mad. She really had. My brother was dead, and that was made go mad. After she went mad, she even blamed everything on me and wanted to kill me. Her love for me wasn't even half what she had for my brother. No, probably not even 1/10 of it. If I died, she definitely would have cooked me instantly and had my brother eat my flesh. Bad mom, bad mom. With this thought, I feel a grief and bitter in my heart. As I walk, I absent-mindedly kick the dirt along the roadside. I cursed my mom as I cried. The tears didn't fall, but I knew I wasn't crying. I was the one who was born first. I was the one who knew moms longer. Why did she treat me like that? That wouldn't be so biased toward my brother. Even though my brother could carry on the family name and take imperial examination or whatsoever, he wouldn't treat me like a distressed good. He wouldn't want to kill me for my brother. As if I wasn't even my mom's kid. As if she didn't carry me in her womb for 10 months and gave birth to it. It was more like she adopted me from somewhere. I hate Mom. I hate how she was unfair to me. I hate how she loved my brother more. She didn't love me at all. I felt aggrieved and cried, but tears wouldn't come. I was a bit dizzy from hunger, but I didn't stop walking. Where could I find wild grass? Where could I find wild grass? I walked around in panic, searching for wild grass near our house. After half an hour, I still hadn't found any. No, I couldn't go home empty-handed. If I couldn't find any wild grass and Mom was so mad, she might kill me. This is crazy! She might choke me to death and then cook me and eat my flesh. The thought of that terrified me. So I searched desperately, not daring to rest for a moment. Early the next morning, the sun rose from the other side of the mountain. I finally found some wild grass. I dragged my exhausted body back home with the bundle of grass. I was still scared before I pushed the door open. I was scared that Mom would go mad again and charge toward me to try to choke me to death. But when I pushed the door open and saw the scene inside, I stood dumbfounded at the doorway. What did I don't know. I can't read this. How is this? How the hell? Oh my god! First you told me someone is other, and then now this game, and then this lady is suiciding after she killed her mother. She doesn't even want to take care of her kids. Yo, you know your daughter needs you, right? Oh my goodness. How no wonder the chapter called despair, but you really need to stand me like this? Oh my goodness, I called out to Mom softly, kneeling before her, right in her shadow. Just moments ago I was scared of Mom. I feared she would be still insane and kill me. But no, I wish she would speak to me again. The sounds of ropes swaying. Oh my god. I'm all alone now. Realizing this, I numbly crouched down, then crawled forward in agony for a few more steps. I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to hide. I curled myself up and hid under Mom's shadow. Her shadow swayed back and forth while the darkness enveloped me. Mom was hanging in the house while my brother was in the pod. Can you hear the sentence that I've just read? I'm registering it now. Mother was hanging in the house while my brother was in the pod. Grandma was buried in the backyard and my dad was nowhere to be found. And where should I go? Oh my god. Bro! Oh, okay. It was in the past. Okay, that was happening. Oh, so that's why Mansu was like this. That's why Mansu was okay with the Piglet suggestion, with the when we kill Tang. That's why she know, because she sees herself. After 2 days in the wagon, we finally reached Luyang on the third day. Luyang, our destination. Originally, Tang and I were supposed to bring 4 lambs here, but things changed. I killed him. 3 lambs were sent away and settled. Now it's just me and her. We got off the wagon at a desolate spot in a few miles from Luyang and trekked towards the city. Yeah. That was crazy. That was really heavy. It's crazy. I wouldn't expect that would actually happen though. After about an hour, I spot the city in the distance. Luyang was more massive. It's crazy, right? So basically, because they too hungry, her mother went crazy, and then because she loved her brother more, and then she's thinking in her head, it was her that dying, and then in her head, her brother was still alive. So to actually make sure her brother is still alive, she cut down the the dead children to be fed to the other one. Oh my god. This is crazy. The walls were made alternating blue bricks while gates were striking red. At this moment, the city gets to... Yo, I hope this chapter will give me something good. Come on, don't give me something bad. Don't give me despair. Give me a good ending, please. I don't want a bad ending anymore. Please, game, give me good ending. Oh, at this moment, the city gate stood open, with people coming in and going continuously. I silently rejoiced that Luyong was still up like Haizo, saving a lot of trouble. However, there were some change around the city, probably due to rebellions. Outside the city wall, a 10-foot high earthen rampart seemed newly built, likely for battle. Luyang is still far away from northern invaders, so it seems this construction is about for dealing with rebellions.
どこから来た？
Hanzo,
ずいぶん遠いな。通行
sure,
手形
it is
は？
this. I handed the guard the pass for my package and she squinted it for a moment.
本当に歌州から来たのか？
My sister,
よし、入れ。ずいぶん年の離れた兄弟だな。
it's okay, we only 12 years apart, Jesus! The guards I asked suspicious. We are not that far apart, come on Roy! Come on Roy, you agree with me, right? I don't care if MC dies, just let the poor girl have a happy ending. Exactly, Roy, oh my god! But Roy. MC is not that old, right? You just wait for the poor girl to actually grow a little bit, no? I still have a mind in my head, you know. There will be an ending where MC and our little girl will go together, become a trapper troop playing shadow play. Not like a father and daughter kind of relationship. No, they are too young for a father and daughter. Like 12 years is too young for father and daughter. I was thinking about the other. Holding Mansu's hand, I guide her to the Legion Gate into Luyang. My mind, man. Erase. But it's I can't help it. Mansu doesn't seem like a kid. She's not a kid. She sounds like an adult, like female adult, not a kid. She looks like a kid because she didn't eat enough. That's it. She was an adult. She is an adult. She will only be his daughter. No, she's not his daughter. No. Think about it, Roy. She's not a kid. The way she thinks is not a kid. And she's probably look like that because she eats so little, but in reality she's already adult. The street in Luyang were wider than any we'd been there before. We walk along the big road connecting east and west with a lot of shops on both ends, including tea houses, tavern, medicine shop, and pawn shop. When we turn right at the corner, we step into the livelier market area. There were more people here. We passed butcher shop, fish store, and all sorts of stores lining the street. She's like a lolly, not a kid. Lolly, not a kid. In addition to the shop, there were vendors under umbrella in the open space, and people always coming and going. Some were haggling with vendors, some were resting under the shade, cooling off their farm span, and some were hauling ox carts to make deliveries. There were women buying groceries, scholars with square hats, traveling merchants, and you could even spot some caravans guard with hidden weapons.
りょう様、落葉って賑やかですね。
Yes, I remember it being even busier last time, with crowds everywhere, making it hard to walk. But these last few days, for a few years with all this disaster and famine, people have less money, so now we're asleep as before. I commented to her, thinking back on Luyang in the past. Yeah, felt like there used to be more folks around, fewer faces full of trouble.
りょう様、まずはどこへ行きますか？
Let's find an inn, drove off our stuff, then we can
わかり
explore.
ました。
She nodded in agreement. We kept walking ahead, passing through the busy market until we reached a quieter street. Nah, anyone under 20 is a child in my opinion. Okay, anyone under 20, right? Okay, so we need to wait Mansui for like 4 more years? She's not a child anymore after that, Roy. Come on. 4 more years in visual novel can be like in here. A blink. Temple and shrine line both sides. And 4 more years for our MC, right? So 4 more years. 4 more years. Mansui probably become 20. 4 more years. Our MC probably only 30. This scene was different from in Huanso and Sanso. It wasn't the usual small shady dealer like us. It's not fun in Naruto. Oh my god, I want to ship them so badly. It was just a regular inn that I wasn't too familiar with. I had heard about the place from Tang before. He mentioned that this inn in Luyang was usually quiet, so in our usual spots, they were full. We could stay here without drawing too much attention. I think that we can. No, it's not grooming. Come
お
on.
食事ですか？それともお泊まりですか？
No, it's not grooming. Come on, Roy. It's not grooming. As we entered the inn, the waiter greeted us, paying 2 rooms, one room.
あいや、一部屋ね。一晩200ウォンです。
The waiter smiled and said to me, pushing over a small wooden tray. I took 200 coins from my pouch and placed them on the tray, and the waiter quickly handed me a
2
wooden
階の
token.
3つ目の部屋です。
I took the
上がれ
wooden
ばすぐ
token
に
from
目
the
に入ります
waiter.
よ。
Let's go. I gestured to Mansu to follow me
りょう様、
upstairs.
待って。小僧さんに聞きたいことがあるの。
Yes.
おや、聞きたいことというのは？
He seemed to be amused by calling Mr.
小僧
Ward.
さん、よそから来た私たちが落葉を見て歩くとし、
お嬢さん、よくぞ聞いてくれました。花が好きなら西南にある花園。
Wait,
川が好きなら東の天
I
下
will
がいい
let
で
it
しょ
in
う。
auto. I need to go to take my charger, my phone charger. Give me a second. I will
賑
leave
や
in
かな
auto.
場所が好きなら霊慶門のあたりがいい。いろんな店がありますよ。あ、思い出した。ちょうどいい時に来ました。今日は特別な日で、夜には廟会があります。ええ、王様にめでたいことがあるそうで、特別に夜市の開催が許可されたんです。今回の夜市は劇団の歌や芝居だけでなく花火もあるそうですよ。
I'm back. My phone just needs charging. Alright. We fell silent. We ignored the waiter, talked to the temple fair, night market. Our focus was on the one behind that. Yeah, the Lord. The one running the fair. He was the swine demon. Are we going to kill the swine
り
demon
ょう
for good?
様、東洋はどうして廟会を開催するの？
I don't know, Mansu. I don't know. It's for her birthday, his birthday celebration. He lots these lamps were originally meant as offering for his birthday. But you never know. It could be some other heavy occasion that got him in the mood to share the joy with the other people. Those rich and nobles one, they always been wiping up whether happy events, who knows. I chuckled lightly, mocking the vast difference between people's life.
りょう様、東洋は廟会に来るのでしょうか？
You remind me when I watch a horror game with my sister. I ship NC with the guy who is older by a lot and got the nasty yellow sword. Come on, right? This is no. It's not like that. We see the. This is the thing, right? The interaction between MC and Mansui is actually leaning toward that kind, right? And Mansui is actually old. You notice Mansui is older than she was. She's older than she looks. She's actually an adult. She lies about her age, that's for sure. And Mansui is actually adult in the age. In this era, she's an adult. She's fully an adult. She thinks like an adult. She was different with the other kid. The other kid cannot lie easily like Mansui. So basically, she's an adult. Think about it. It's just because she doesn't eat much, so she's dumb. She grow like a she's dumb, and she doesn't grow like the other kids because she was hungry. Like how many years there was a famine, right? And then she was hungry, and then she doesn't get a proper nutrition and something like that. He's too full of himself and too cautious. Doubt he'll bother. Even if he does, there isn't much you can do. When the swine demon moves, he always got tough guard around him. I can't handle them, let alone you. Didn't I tell you already? Forget about seeking revenge. You are not dealing with some small-time landlord. It's the powerful swine demon lord. You trying to go after him, it won't work out. Just throwing your life away. I threw in a word to Mansui again. After that, we fell silent. We wandered the street for a while, aimlessly just walking around. If you want to go, we'll check out the temple fair tonight. I'm not up for anything else today. You got any place in mind you want to see? After a while, I asked her. We had a couple hours until the sunset and temple fairs began, so we need to find somewhere to kill the
東
time.
洋の王府に行きたい。
Okay. She looked at me with a wink, making the suggestion. You're still not giving up on revenge, huh? Trying to case join? I frowned, giving her a glare. How stubborn can this last be?
違います。よく考えたら、両様の言うことも一理あると思います。私は体も弱いし、こないだ家族も夢に出てきて言ったの。
Really?
復讐しなくていいって。
Really?
ただ知りたかっただけ。トンヨウが住んでるところに行って、自分の目でどんな暮らしをしてるのか
You
見
sure?
たいだけ。
The lass bowed her head, mumbling to me. It looked like she wrestled with herself before speaking up. It's fine. Giving up revenge is fine. I'll take her to see then. Alright. Good that you figure out not to seek revenge, but you are quite gusty. Wasn't it him who took your sister before? He always liked your type. Aren't you afraid his men might spot you and take you back to his palace?
大丈夫です。両様が守ってくれるから。何も怖くない。
Yes. Mansu looked up and smiling at me. Her words warmed my heart. Okay, I'll take you. But you hold my hand the whole way there. They are holding hands. They are holding hands. They are holding hands. I sighed, planning to show her around outside the Demon Palace. While in the capital, I glimpsed in the Imperial Palace. The Swine Demon Mansion. Almost a match for it. Extending from Throne Street in the east, Cross West in the west. From the Courthouse Temple in the north with the Lotus Temple in the south. The walls, half as tall as Luoyang city walls, enclosing it like the Iron Fortress. Its gate, a familiar entrance flag. Okay, joke aside, if we are talking about what's good for age they are living, then yeah, shipping her with him is the better option. Right? Right, bro? Yeah, right, right. They were old, they were adult, exactly. You see, this is the year of 1600. It's not in our community. It's not in our year. This is the time. It is their time. One lion male, the other female, carved with the mother standing tall and fierce. This lion crafted so fine they'll keep their color for
豪
age.
勢なお屋敷に住んでるんですね。
Mansui held my hand, gazing at the stone lion by the entrance. Yeah, it's almost as impressive as the Imperial Palace in the
両
capital.
様、食料はどれだけあると思います？
Not sure, but I've heard he owned half of the field in the central plains, with his people also collecting grains for nearby Sun and Jin. I replied casually. Let's finish up and moving on. We can check other place later. I called Mansui and took her hand, walking away. This place felt heavy. Just standing at the gate, I could imagine the fun he had inside those tall walls and the kids he slaughtered. I didn't want to stick around. As dusk approached, Mansui and I wandered aimlessly around. We visited some temples and drum tower. As we explored more of Luoyang, the street grew emptier and our destination more remote. Our conversation faded as we walked, but the street started bustling again. People were heading west, and we followed the crowd. The sunset began in the city walls, and we transitioned from daylight to dusk, and finally into the night. The market to the west lit up with lantern. Vendors set up their stall, actors put up their stage. We walk around a bit more. Vendors hawk their goods, actors perform on the stage. Down below, merchants sold fabrics, makeups, iron tools. On stage, actor faces were painted white, red, and black. People bustled about, chatting, forcing, buying goods, and watching play. Most people at their fair come with their kin and pals, all cozy and close. They stroll in hands, chatting and lolling like peas in a pot. Though Mansu and I were horned in end, there were gaps between us and them. Their merry chatter seems far away, like it was one side in the lantern night, while we were in the other. We are ruthless wanderer. In such a lively face, we seem like a stranger, out of place, so without a word, we veer away from the hubbub into the quiet. As we walk on, the din faded into the buzz of insects, solitary sounds. We walk from the temple fair in the west of Chan River in the east. Mansui crouched by the river, dipping her hand into cold water. The breeze blew fast, and the fallen petal rustled down, then drifted along the river. The petals spun like a boat set adrift. She reached out her hands, her finger wandering in the water, and the boat slipped through the gap in her finger and drifted off further down the river. She watched the petal drifting into the distance, lost in thought. Are you playing in the water? After watching her for a while, unable to figure out what she was doing, I awkwardly started conversation.
父のことを思い出していました。
You used to think about your sister the most, didn't you? And how come you think about your dad now?
落葉に着いたら父のことを思い出すようになった。
Okay. I asked the answer. I wonder if it's just my imagination. Since arriving in Luyang, this lass seems to have something on her mind, becoming much quieter. Could it be that disappointed with Luyang? Before coming here, she thought Luyang was bustling, but now she's here, she seemed to think that big city wasn't all that. Even though the temple was very lovely, she felt out
亮
of place.
様、一つ聞きたいことがある。
Just as I was gazing her thoughts, suddenly asked me, yes?
もし亮様の旧敵がある日善人になって二度と人を殺さなくなったとしたら、それでも復讐をすべきか。
If your enemy someday gets better, stop killing and turn into thoroughly good person, would that happen? Would you still think, no? Oh my god! Did we actually kill her father? She didn't look at me. She dipped her hand in the river and asked me quietly. That was the last thinking about. Kid always seeing things so simply. So tired of us through a temple fair today, share a quick good time with the people. Now she doesn't seem to be an enemy anymore. Bad guys stay bad. It's hard to change. Even if that's why demon throwing people fair, seeing people laughing and joking around doesn't mean he's a good person. After all, there are more people he kills, more family he ruins, all stuff you aren't seeing here. Plus, even if a bad guy turn over a new leaf, they can't just wipe away their past crime. If it were me, no. Why? Why, Roy? Why, Roy? Why, Liang? Why do you say this? If it were me, no matter how much my enemy changed, I'd go steal them forever. Why did you say this thing? I have no saying in this. What the hell? I would say no, you shouldn't take for revenge. There is no option for me. This is bullshit. I spoke to Mansu slowly, one word at a time. This time I would usually just say I told her a lot. This word was probably all my thoughts. For many years I pondered the same question. If my parents didn't die from natural disaster but because someone's wrongdoing, would I seek revenge? I think I probably would. If my enemy was a specific person and not just aggregate. Yes! Oh my Jesus! Roy, look at this! This guy is the... I hate it! What if Mansu end up killing us? That's very sad for an ending, no? I don't know, maybe there will be another option. I have the clear target, thinking all day about killing them. Then why wouldn't be haunted the nightmare that day so many years, feeling repeatedly? Oh, speaking of fire, didn't the waiters say there would be fireworks open Luyang tonight? How come we haven't seen them yet? Getting late now, surprised they haven't lit up the sky for fireworks. Let's head back to the inn. Curfew hit soon's time call, I told Mansui. She nodded, stood up and reached out her hand, wanting to hold mine. Oh, just then a voice rang out behind us. I glanced at the noise source. Two ragbeggars stood near the dark riverbank. They wore shabby clothes, their faces green with coal dust. Both had crooked teeth in their half-mouth open. One brandished notice cleaver, the other wooden stick. She had squints, the other blinked frequently. Skinny and short, they didn't seem tough as a robber.
おい何ぼーっとしてるそうああれあげきれでりげ金やなければ食い物でもいい
She want food. He want food, so they are starving basically. They cannot do anything and then they want food. You mugging in the city, aren't you scared? I fetched the soldier. I gave them a scornful look. This scrawny too didn't seem to grasp their situation. I might not even be unsheathed my blade. Might as well have a chat and see what they are all about.
役に見つかるもんか見つかるもんか
The two beggars moved closer to me looking tough. What if I say no?
水はこっちが多いやられるところを娘に見られたくなかったら金を
The
よこせ
squinting beggar raised his voice, almost shouting at me. Only two of you and you call it the crowds. I sneered again.
つかしろ
The squinting beggar fed a reckless and finally got mad. He lunged at me with his battered knife, while the other one hesitated a moment before also charging at me from the side. I scoffed. Stepping back with my left foot, I opened some space. The squinting beggar, unable to stop in time, rushed past me. I lift my foot and kicked him in the rear with a quick motion. My kick knocked him off balance, sending him tumbling the ground.
よくも兄貴
Suddenly, very thick tightened his expression. Despite holding his stick for a moment, he dropped it in the ground and attempted to reach out, grab me. I raised my hand, holding the sheath of my blade. First, I dodged his slant, then I tapped him in the back with the sheath. He also fell to the ground, collapsing along his brother. The two of them lay held atop each other and clutching his rear, the other his back. Seriously? You think you can rob with this move? I scoffed, my foot pressing down the fallen duo.
交換もうしません
Please, we are sorry, let us go. The two beggars had a I wonder how they even had the guts to attempt robbery with such cowardly behavior. No, they're probably desperate and they want to eat. Say sorry and you are off, not happening. With the soldier busy at the temple, no one around. If I kill you here, who wouldn't know? I sneered. And I pretended to reach my blade as I thought. Honestly, it was obvious these two weren't out for killing for the get-go. But maybe it was time to scare them, teach them a lesson.
おじさんを殺さないでお父さんを殺さないで
Oh. Out of nowhere, I heard a girl crying. I halted my belly, turning to those who it was. A younger appeared from the shadow of the nearby trees. She seemed about the same age as Chua, maybe 5-6 years old. This girl was thin, with half her face smeared with soot, her hair all messy, and she wore a patch of coarse hemp garment. But her eye was stricken clear. She stared at me with big, round eyes, mixed fear, anger, and frustration evident in her gaze.
悪者お父さんとおじさんを踏
She
みつける
grabbed the stick under her ankle and swung it at my leg, but her last strength only made it flop again my leg harmlessly.
つけてやる
I kept quiet, watching her with a stern face. She swung the stick harmlessly and crying. Tears flowed down her dirty, cold-stained cheeks like little pearls.
シシやめろ交換を叩くな交換どうかお助けをジジはまだガキなんです
The squinting beggar, seeing his daughter hitting me repeatedly, seemed worried that I might retaliate against the girl and started pleading with me. Seeing them in this state, I felt a strange sense of guilt, as if I were a robber and they were the ones being robbed.
りょう様
Mansui stood nearby, signaling me with her eyes. She probably hoped I let this beggar go. Seeing these two foolish beggars with a little girl to care for, my anger faded, and I feel like I could let them go. But is it just letting them go? Is there something else I need to do? Be a good person, you're gonna die, brother. I know I don't want to give them a scolding. I know it's not good to actually attack someone, so give them a scolding, but at the same time, we just dug his own grave. He just saved Mansu for revenge. What if I show one more kindness, you know? Maybe if I show one more kindness, Mansu will not kill us, no? Offer the money. Stop it. I stop up. So I wanted to stop the girl, and at the same time, I stopped stepping in the beggar lying on the ground. I'm not going to kill your dad or ankle, and you don't hit me either. I grabbed the girl's stick and said to her. The girl stopped hitting me. She dropped the stick and looked at me all sad, like I was the one who been whacking her with it.
本当に殺さない？
No, no. I said it. I'll stick to it. I said quietly. Meanwhile, I reached out to help the two beggars lying on the ground. Get up. Why were you robbing anyway? I asked. I helped the two beggars up. The two just pulled up by me, were still a bit shaken, didn't reach away. Got hands and feet? Why not work for a living? I asked again, a hint of impatience in my tongue.
旦那、交換の旦那、仕事を探しても
Yeah, see, that's the thing though. Sometimes it's so hard to find a job, and then the only thing that he can do something like this. Of course, there were times they are really mean. They were a bad guy. Of course, those people, bad guy exist. I don't say they are all bad guy happened. With their copium emote on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. This is an example of someone trying to find a job, but they cannot do anything, and then so they are hungry and then they attack people. Obviously, this is not saying they are not good. They are not. Some people are not bad because they are not bad. There are some bad people, but there are some people that become bad because the situation make them bad.
俺も弟も生まれつき醜く、弟は喋りもうまくない。うちのやつは何ヶ月も病に伏せ、ここ何ヶ月も治療はおろか、飯をでもどうにもならない。今日は西で病院がある。俺たちはつい出来心で夜の見回り交換様。もう
The squinting beggar told me his whole story. I watched the girl next to her, and when he talked about her mother, her eyes
そ
seemed
れ
to
で
lose
あんな
some
こ
spark.
と。
Judging by their full robbery skill, they seem to like a regular kill. They must be truly starving to even think about robbing during the fire. Hungry? I asked.
お腹ペコペコで痛い。
She's whispering to me. I listened to her reaching into my bundle. The squinting beggar beside us keep a close eyes on me. His scared gaze. Look, Mansui would see us. This guy is a changed person. I'm not going to kill him. Think about it, Roy. I understood his concern. He was likely afraid I'd suddenly pull a blade and harm the girl. After searching through my bundle for a while, I found a handful of silver pieces. Here, take this silver. 3 taels. Tomorrow, go off to market and get yourself some food. It will keep you going for a few months.
それは
Oh my, look at that.
受け取れません。
Months of food. Mansui next to us. Come on, Mansui. We are really changed. Take it. It's not for you. It's for the girl. I fought her father and uncle right in front of her. Consider this silver as an apology. I stepped up, slid the silver into beggar's girl's hand. She glanced down, checking out the silver. Then she looked up, her big eye looking at me. I flashed a quick grin, trying to be friendly. Seeing my smile, tears filled her eyes.
ありがとう。
She bit her lips, kept her head down, and took the silver. I caught her quiet thanks, feeling a bit warmer inside. Mansui, did you see that? Mansui, did you see that? Little lady! Mansui, did you see that? After that, Mansui and I said goodbye to the beggar family. We walked by the river through the dark, dirty alley of Loyang. Many people were in rag clothes, wrapped in hay, sleeping on the side of the road. They were sprawled out and curled up, some even lying face down, not making a peep. Most of them were alone, but a few were huddled with their family, keeping warm together. They seemed more likely to be alive and sleeping than the other. It was hard to tell if they were sleeping or dead. If they were asleep, they might not be far from death. If they were dead, at least they were resting peacefully. The vermilion gates reeks of meat and wine by the roadside in star-frozen light. I heard this saying nowhere. Now thinking about it, it fits Loyang to a T. In the city, some get more greens they can gobble, and they are so stuffed they turn to eating little girls alive. yet others go hungry, starving to death right on the street. Is this the intended way of the world? After all the disaster, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Is this how the world's supposed to be? Nah, too late. He's the one who said no matter what, bad guy is a bad guy. No, Roy, no, Roy, no, Roy, no, Roy. This is no, I believe. Oh, I hate him. Why did he say that? I reckon I've really changed. Few months back, I wouldn't even think twice about this. Back then, in this world of chaos, all I cared was staying alive. I'd do whatever it took to survive, even if it meant sacrificing others. Except for not killing women or kids. I had most no limits. But now, after killing Tang, settling those little girls, it's tough for me to go back to the killing trait. Whenever it comes killing someone, maybe I feel a tinge of mercy. Because you know, the one I off may be somebody's father or son. What made me change? Was it this journey or a merman? Was it those lamps? Was it the shadow play? Or was it I couldn't help glancing over Mansui beside me. Hey lass, I call out. She kept walking quietly, lost in her own world.
どうしたのですか、リョウ様。
She raised her eyes, looking at me with confusion. I don't know why, maybe it's just me, but it seems like her eyes were red. Was this lass thinking about something? Thought about it, I'm not selling you. I said to her, each word deliberate.
私を売らないって。
She seems to struggle to believe what I'm saying. She tilted her head slightly, looking at me with confusion. Yeah, not selling you. Thought about it, but selling you won't fetch much. How about this? You stick with me from now on. We head south together till we get to... All of a sudden I heard a huge bang. It cut me off mid-sentence. Fireworks shot up in the night sky, bustling against the black drop of the night. Red, yellow, and purple lights all mixed up together, blooming like chrysanthemum. My heart raced for a moment. The burst of firework caught me off guard. For a moment, I pictured the explosion back in the capital. Blood rain, building falling, countless soul in Lanston. But it didn't last. I shook off and come back to reality.
いけない。
No! No! What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Oh, but this is a good... Oh, what did I do wrong? What? Why is he saying no? Just as I was caught off guard with the sudden fireworks, she suddenly spoke up. No? What did I do wrong? Oh, this is a very good wallpaper. Let me take a screenshot, okay? It's very good wallpaper. What did I do wrong? That's probably her response to my earlier idea. I suggested her that I wouldn't sell her anymore, but instead I want to head south with her. Though I hadn't really figured out what to do with her after that. Would we make a living together doing shadow play? Or would I find her a good future in some purple-colored place? I didn't know and I was a bit lost about the future. But I didn't expect this last to just say no outright. Oh! Why not? I asked, taken aback.
私、
She was about to talk when another firework popped in the night. The noise from the firework was so loud. Oh my goodness, are we going to get another despair? We are going to get another despair. I'm ready. You can kill me, whatever lasts. Damn annoying. Yeah, it's pretty. Okay, I give you a look there. See, it's pretty. Look, it's so beautiful, isn't it? Oh, there is my picture. Okay. I know. Let me give me a second. Give me a second. How do I turn off my picture? Bing. See, it's beautiful now. Now you can see. Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay! Let's go back. What's your say just right now? She turned and looked at
りょう
me.
様用を足してくるからここで待ってて。
Oh my god. She lifted her head and spoke slowly. At this hour? Alright, hurry up. I glanced around and she went outwards. She probably wouldn't mind. Bam. Another firework burst into the sky. Yes! Yes, Roy, it's so pretty, right? She's crying and we say it's pretty. The firework painted the whole world in and dazzling color and truly beautiful. But the loud noise made it impossible to talk normally. Annoying. Got something to say, I'll chat with her later. Where did she go? After I agreed to let her pee, Mansui bolted off. Panicking, worrying about not getting talked with her made me realize I wasn't afraid of firework. The image of that big explosion 4 years ago, which had briefly flashed in my mind just now, didn't come back. Seems like I finally shaken off the old nightmare. After waiting a bit longer, memories of what happened about 20 days ago crept into my mind. That day, we just left Wanzhou and we were wandering around Mount Huashan. That night, she said she needed to go to pee. I turned away and she tried to stab me with a dagger. That last could be ruthless. She was kind to these girls and even showed pity to the beggar we encounter. So why was she so quick and tried to kill me? Why is it talking so long? About an instant stick time had passes. The firework ended, but Mansui still hasn't come back. Oh, I'm so scared! I'm ready, game! I'm ready! Whatever you throw me away! Puzzled, I step out on the street. Oh, this game just give me depression. But what is more depressed than already seeing Last? I walk up the alley, cross the river, and arrived in the dance booth. She wasn't there. Didn't seem like she went to pee here. Mansui! I pushed through the bushes, past few houses, and checked couple houses. There's still no sign of her. Where are you? I went back the way we came, looking around as I went. Still couldn't find her. She's gone. Really gone. Just like when the fire went off, she tricked me again. The last acted like she needed to pee, then vanished. Fell for it again. This time she didn't try to stab me. She just disappeared into Lu Yang's firework.
Suiji? Suiji?
Amidst the darkness, I heard Mom's voice. I opened my eyes. Mom was leaning against my bed while grabbing my sweet arms. She furrowed her brows with a worried look. I had a nightmare. Because of the dream I had just, I woke up drenched in cold sweat, and my head was buzzing. I reached out and touched my face, feeling two streaks of thrill around it. I must cry it in my sleep.
水地よく眠ってたのにどうして泣いてたの？
お母さん悪夢を見たの。
What is the
悪
nightmare?
夢？
I recounted the dreams I had to my mother, my voice trembling and choked with sob. That dream was really scary. In the dreams, our family experienced great calamity and none of us had to eat. Dad went somewhere past their family heirlooms exchanged for food, but he never come back. And sometimes after that, my younger brother died. Mom went mad and would cook my brother's place. I thought Mom was going to kill me, so I went out to find some wild grass to her to eat.
やめなさい。水地。
Oh, so it's just a
縁
dream?
起でもないことを言わないの。後でお父さんに聞かれたら殴られるわよ。
So is she just dream? She just dreaming? Ah, okay, that's a dream, bro. It's just a dream. I described my dream to Moms, and the more she listened, the angrier she got. She thought the dream I described was ominous and made gesture as if she was going to hit
お
me.
父さんはいつ帰ってくるの？
I really wanted to see that. I was worried that something might happen to him like I did in my dream.
水地
At this moment, I suddenly hear my oh, his dad also alive. Dad stepped in the door, carrying a huge bag of warm smile.
お父
I immediately got off the bed, dashed over, and hugged Dad tight.
水地
ただいま。
I'm not copying, Riti is copying. Dad smiled and stroked my
ど
head.
う？家宝は売った？い
Mom
くらで売
asked
れた？
Dad somewhat eagerly, wanting to know how much he sold the family heirloom for.
売らなかった。
ど？
この家宝には値段がつけられないからな。これがあればずっと食べていける。
Dad spoke with a smile, joyful, glancing the bag behind him. He put the bag on the bed and took the family heirloom from it. The family hair was a piece of grayish-white meat that concentrated ring pattern on it. It wiggled slowly as it was alive.
おやおや、お前やっと家宝の使い道に気づいたのね。
Grandma suddenly popped out nowhere, facing Dad in a mysterious manner.
お父さん、どうしてこれでずっと食べていけるの？
Wait, Roy. Why are the other people has no face? Her grandmother has no face. Sui has face. Father has no face. Mother has no face. Brother has no face, but she got face. Brother also asked Dad curiously as he held to my dad's other side. Grandma and my brother appeared all of a sudden. I wasn't sure where they were hiding before. I actually didn't see them at all.
はあ、話せば長くなる。実はな、この家宝を売るつもりだったんだ。だが家を出て最初の夜、これを抱いて眠っていると神様の声が聞こえた。この家宝は神様が落とした新鮮肉だという。優しい神様は我が家を救うため、この肉の使い方を教えてくれた。
What? That sounds like bullshit. Dad excitedly shared with us, his eyes gleaming with joy.
なんてこと。じゃあ早速煮込んでみましょう。炊事、薪を集めて。
When she heard it, Mom also shares that joy. She quickly urged me to chop the wood. Seeing them like that, I also felt overjoyed. However, I was also a bit worried. Even if the deity allows us to eat meat, it's still fine to eat it. Nothing would happen to us, right? What exactly does the deity meat taste like? With a curious mindset, I gathered dry firewood in the corner of the
お姉
house.
ちゃん、これで薪を割って。
My brother handed me a knife. This knife didn't look like it was used to chop wood. Instead, it looked like a cleaver from chopping it.
薪を割るナタは？ない。これしかないよ。
Brother looked at me and smiled, revealing his kind inside. He must be playing me intentionally and making hard for me to chop wood. That's what he gave me the cleaver inside. But whenever I didn't want to scold him, I'm too scared to continue. I took the cleaver away. It could be used to chop wood if I exerted more force. I swung the cleaver in my hand, chopping the firewood. Each time I chopped a piece of wood, my brother would throw into the stove. As I chopped the wood, I stole glances. Yes, I have a very bad feeling. Me too. Dad was making a fire nearby, preparing to cook the deity meat in the pot. He chatted here and there with Moms and speculated about how deity meat would taste. After a long while, I had worked so hard that my clothes were drenched with sweat. But I finally chopped all the
お
wood.
父さん、この新鮮肉、本当に茹でると増えるの？
I threw the last piece of firewood under the pot and then asked Dad skeptically.
増えるとも。疑うなら見てみるがいい。
Dad smiled while he spoke, and he made gesture for me to come and see. I wiped off the sweat from my forehead, threw away the cleaver, and then leaned over the pot to check it out. The pot was boiling, the broth simmer, and the deity milk bubbling up and down. I kept staring at it. Initially, I didn't notice much meat, but gradually the deity meat was cooked. It actually multiplied into a bunch of... They don't have face. They don't have face. I shouted happily. I was drooling non-stop while looking at the cooked pork.
肉が出てきたわ。早く食べましょう。
Moms and my brother talked while gathered around the pot. Dad grabbed a bowl to serve the meat to us.
さあ、炊事に一つ、財事に蓮雲にも一つ、お母さんにも一つ。
Dad keeps serving us meat, dividing it amongst the bowl. I took the bowls Dad handed me and started eating the meat. I took a bite of the meat born from the deity milk. This meat looks and smells like pork, but it tastes a bit different. The meat was tougher, making it difficult to bite into. But I was too hungry and had been so long I had meat. I bite a huge chunks. Only after the meat went down my stomach I got aftertaste, and it did realize there was a sour taste to it. So sour, so gamey. The smell of meat browned from the deity milk reminded me of the kitten's meat that we cooked at home not long ago. Although I didn't eat it, I remember that smell by heart. Huh? Suddenly I heard kitten meowing. The kitten that I once had come up with my feet and started meowing at me. She rubbed her head against me in joyful manner, then started wagging her tail and licked her paw. I must have remembered it wrong. Turned out we actually never ate the kitten.
お姉ちゃん、お肉おいしい？まあ、なかなかおいしい。
水ジ、こっちの生肉も食べなさい。
I will
試しに
put it
食べて
in
みた
auto.
ら茹で肉よりも美味しいわ。
I'm going to drink.
お母さん、この肉はどうしたの？
あなたが薪割りをしている間に新鮮に。
お父さんは鍋で。
我が家は運がいいからな。神様からのご褒美だ。
Dad explained to me while smiling. Upon hearing my dad's words, I feel relief of any suspicion and become even happier. So I moved closer to Mom and started nibbling the piece of raw meat she had handed me. The raw meat cradled in my mom's palm was pink. I was like a greedy kitten, burying my head in her hand and biting directly into the meat she handed me. It was a bit hard to bite into. However, it was really delicious. She was right. The meat from the deity milk didn't necessarily have to be cooked. It was delicious raw too. Eating it raw allowed me to fully appreciate the meat's flavor. As I chew, I could feel the taste of blood surging in my head, bringing a wave of exhilaration. I quickly devoured the meat. I was scared to starve again, so I kept eating, not daring to stop for a second. Every time I finished a piece, Mom passed me a new one. It seems we indeed didn't have worry about being hungry.
水ジ、ゆっくり食べていいのよ。
Mansa, I devoured the meat and
慌てないで。
laughed softly. Dad, Grandma, and the kitten also laughed. I didn't listen to them, just bury myself in the meat as I keep eating. I was really starving. I need to keep eating non-stop. However, I noticed something unusual.
お母さん。
どうしたの？
I spat the thing I just ate. It was strand of dark fiber on my hand, and I picked up them to examine it closely. I thought they were wild grass at first, but upon closing it, they startled me.
お母さん、なんか
What the
おかしい。
何がおかしいの？
この新鮮肉、どうしてお母さんの髪の毛が生えてるの？
With teary eyes, I asked Mom's trembling voice. After I asked that question, she seems to like Mom in face. Her once gentle smile became stiff and remained motion like that too. Dad, Grandma with little brother and infant kitten who were all laughing and would stop moving. As I thought they become painting. I was living and painting the one that capable of moving. I screamed in horror and raised my hand to tear apart the canvas before me. Shadows surround me as my fantasy quickly shattered and crumbled. Game, please! It was all lies. There was no one else. I sat alone in an empty house. I held the cleaver in my left hand and lump of flesh in my right. I froze in held motionless. Thick blood oozed through the gap of my palm, drizzling into the floor with steady rhythm. Flies come buzzing around and sickening me. The pungent smell of blood filled the room, saturating every breath. Darkness crept up my arms little by little, consuming every inch of my skin. I wasn't hungry anymore. Exhaustion, weakness, and the sensation of skin covering my hand disappeared, but in their place was more unpleasant discomfort. Bluck. I retched, unsure if it was due nausea or sorrow. I tried hard to vomit. I want to puke something, but my efforts were vain. Perhaps my stomach knew what I need better than my brain. I wouldn't let me puke anything that would keep me alive. Mom, little brother, I'm so sorry. I was so hungry and I couldn't tell. Oh my God! She ate her family. I didn't mean to do it. You won't blame me, right? Say something, anything. Say something. Early in the morning, I step out the house, leaving bloody footprints. I step on the fallen leaves and mud until I reach the cliff about half a mile from home. The wind was cold on the cliff, and up below it was pitch black, making it impossible to gauge in the depth. The night wind brushed against me, and I felt alive in a way never had before. It was also the first time I felt such profound sense of wanting not to be alive. The kitten, grandma, dad, my little brother, mom, they were all gone. It was all like a nightmare. I wanted to wake up from that nightmare. So long as I jumped from the cliff, I'd wake up. Jump, jump. I took a step forward. My eyes were closed, but I stopped with my foot midair. It's alright, you are not going to starve to death. You're going to survive, live very long life. I wasn't sure why, but when I was about to jump, Dad had said to me back echo in my ears. His voice lingered, making me feel nostalgic. Dad, where exactly did you go? Why didn't you come back? I wasn't sure if Dad was really dead or not. He spoke to me before I was going to jump off cliffs. That made me feel like he might still be alive. If Dad was still alive, then I should be too. Then one day I will find him. I will tell him all the agony I have gone through. Then we will continue living. If Dad died, if he was murdered, then I would get revenge for that for our family. I would kill whoever killed. Oh my god. I would kill whoever killed him. No, I must kill the bastard. Oh my god. No! No! Early in the next morning, I cut half of my hair with a knife and carried the knife with me. To be able to stay alive longer, I knelt and begged for my family forgiveness. Then I brought parts of my brother and mom with me in the back of my bag. Finally, I burned the house down and embarked on my journey. I died. The past me starved to death in this house. I was corpse that died of hunger. I survived. The current me, with the help of my family, had survived and was someone who moved forward. She ate her whole family. I need to be alive. I wasn't staying alive for myself, but for my family member who passed away. I need to find the truth about Dad's not coming back. If I couldn't find Dad, and if I found out Dad was already dead, then I must seek revenge for my family and become the retribution for the sworn enemy who murdered my dad. That was the only reasons for that me to continue living. The firework had finished and curfew was approaching in Luoyang. The lights in the city were extinguished one by one. Street vendors were packing up in their stall, discussing how much silver they had earned that day. Soldiers were banging their drums, announcing the curfew before midnight, but pedestrians on the road continued their leisurely strolling. Adults held the children by their hands and youth supported by elderly. People in the city walked in pairs, good chatting and laughing as they headed home. Beggars gathered together, huddled in corners. Some were already asleep, while the others watched the passerby returning home, their eyes revealing a hint of envy. I fell out of place among the people of the city. I hurried navigate through the crowd, walking against the flow of people, searching for the figure I had just lost. She was gone. She had mentioned needed to relieve herself during the firework, but then she disappeared. I couldn't understand why she had vanished. Yes, she had indeed run off, but I couldn't fathom why. I wasn't planning on selling her anymore, and I wasn't going to send her to her dad at the hand of Swine Demon, not make her child bride, so why did she run? Had she encountered some danger like being abducted? That was a possibility. She was always very cautious though, and it was hard for me to imagine her being kidnapped. I searched through the nearby slums, rundown temples, and under the bridges, encountering many refugees and beggars, but I couldn't find her. Where on earth she gone? Oh no! It was time for curfew in the city. The streets were deserted, the night watchmen patrolled, banging their drums and repeating some phrase. It was motivating to be outside during curfew. If I got caught in nighttime, one would face punishment, so I had no choice but to return to inn. Well, I'll try looking for her again tomorrow. I'd be searching for nearly 2 hours now and secretly couldn't find her. She probably wasn't abducted. Even she were, she would worry too much. That brat was quite clever. It shouldn't take long for her to figure out the way safety. If she truly wanted to leave her on, then so be it. Perhaps she just simply didn't want to stay with me anymore. I'll get some rest first. Oh, you're so naive! Liang, you're so naive. Let me drink. I lay in my bed, repeating reassuring words over and over again in my mind. But I still couldn't fall asleep after a while. I got up, checked the latch on the room door and made sure my blade was my side, and then went back to bed. Just sleep. Whatever I figure out tomorrow. The darkness quickly pulled my conscience into slumber. Not long after, I fell asleep and my consciousness also slipped into my dream. Heavy rain poured down in the torrents. The sounds of the rain was like continuous stream. It was as if the sky had spilled open and raindrops cascaded down the beads from the sky. It had been a long time since I had seen such a rain. I was standing on the street in Luoyang, wearing a straw raincoat and bamboo hat. This place shouldn't have been bustling, but now it was deserted due to the rain. I walked forward aimlessly to find place to stay, but came to some strange sight. The side of the road were littered with corpses, all of which were people I had killed. Most had their throats slit, some were missing limbs, and a few were cleaved in half. Their death gruesome beyond imagination. They were mostly men. Their were mouths and were half open, crawling, bleeding, and crying in my direction. Their faces, once forgotten, were now vivid in my memory. 10, 20, 30, there were so many of them. Their final breaths were long overdue, but harsh whispers still escaped their mouth. I couldn't vaguely catch their words. They were cursing me, whispering for my demise. So annoying. Damn annoying. I hastened my face, dashing through the rain, desperate to leave those people behind and never see them again. During the 2 years I was playing companion, I killed people because I had no choice. For each life I took, I saved another. Sometimes I had to kill people to save my own life. During the year when I was a bandit, I also killed people because I had no choice. What else could a homeless man like me do? What else I was supposed to do because besides banditry to survive? Now I'm becoming a brute person. I did good things, I helped those kids, so I'm not a wolf anymore. I'll be a good person from now on. I'll stop killing people. Don't bother me anymore. I kept repeating that in my mind, my steps getting faster and faster. Finally, I shook off the people I had killed. A soft breeze passed me, causing me to cross my track. The sky remained dark, as if the entire sky was on the verge of collapsing, ready to crush the entire city. However, the rain stopped. The instant the rain stopped and I shook off these people, I saw a familiar figure. At the far end of the road stood a slender figure, Mansui. Mansui was standing at the far end of the street in Luoyang with her back toward me. She was standing on the street just after it had rained. The pavement reflected her figure like a bronze mirror, making her look as though she was standing on the river. She was soaked, maybe drenched from the storm. Her hair, met with water, clung to the nape of my neck. Droplets covered her body and wet clothes clung to her skin, clearly outlining her slender figure. "Hey, little brat!" I quickly took a few steps forward, trying to approach her. Regardless, the appearance of the little brat put me at ease. I got closer and reached out to pat her shoulder. She shivered, seemingly surprised by my touch, but she didn't turn back. Why didn't she turn back to look at me? Suddenly the rain intensified, pounding down harder than before. If the earlier rainfall was like something smashing in the sky, this one's like tearing apart the curtain of heaven. Raindrops fell relentlessly from the sky, threatening to engulf the entire city. What the hell kind of rain is this? Nervously, I look around, noticing the water level rising beneath my feet. The water passed my ankles, my calves, and then my knees, and kept rising. The entire city seems to be submerged in torrents of the river. Panic was over me. "Hey!" I woke up and tried to grab the little brat's hand. She was short after all. It would be easy for her to submerge by the rapid surge in water level. However, the instant my hand touched her figure began to blur gradually. While her body became blurry, she finally turned her head, gaze at me. Her expression seemed to be crying, yet faint smile tugged at her lip. Her eyes were pink with red regret and resentment, but her face more indifference of disillusionment with life and death. What exactly did you want to say? What exactly did you want to do? I gazed at her confused. I couldn't understand her expression, then nor grasp what was on her mind. She vanished bit by bit. I wanted to stop it all. Little brat, don't disappear, don't disappear. I shouted at her as loud as I could, but my voice was drowned out by the storm. I called her name over and over again, but it was no use. Where is Manchu though? Will she going to kill us? Will she kill us though? Is she going to kill us? I think we are so fucked. Anyway. I woke up from the dream. I was sitting on the bed in the inn, my back soaked with cold sweat. Was that dreams? I had a dream. I had a dream. A dream about that little brat. What did the brain mean? I didn't really get its meaning. I wiped the sweat from my forehead and scrambled out of bed. I grabbed my blade, packed my belongings, and then headed the inn lobby, intending to leave. Glancing out the people on the street, the inn lobby, I saw the bustling activity indicating it was at least mid-morning. How come I got up to this late? Let's go find that little brat again today. Last night, dream intensified the sense of uneasiness in my heart, and at this moment I simply wanted to find her immediately.
お客さん、お待ちください。
Okay, tell me. The waiter at the inn called me out when I was about to leave. What is it? I furrowed my brow and asked the waiter, feeling a bit
お
confused.
客さん、昨日の晩、女の子を連れていませんでしたか？
Yes, the waiter asked me carefully. I instantly felt a pang of anxiety. Yes, I did. What happened?
ええ。朝の鐘が鳴ってしばらくしてきましたよ。私にお金を押し付け、あなたに渡してほしいものがあると。
You don't think she will kill him? Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope not, Roy. I hope not. What's that? I stared blankly at the waiter. The waiter handed me a small bag. Could it be that she returning the shoes I gave her? I took a guess. I shook the small bundle. The size of bundle didn't seem right. I slowly unwrapped the bundle and the thing caught inside by surprise. It was a pouch. The pouch was red, strewn together with patches, yet it looked new, adorned with the pale character An on top. I mumbled to myself while looking at the pouch. A sudden stab of pain shoot through my temple. In an instant, memory I thought had forgotten flooded back into my mind. 4 years ago, in the last few months of 1628, I encountered a man in the mountain. That man was dressed like a peasant from northern Shan, wearing a bamboo hat and carrying a bag on his back. He kept going west to this place. He wiped the sweat off his forehead as he walked, his eyes filled with eager anticipation. I dashed out of the bushes and tackled him to the ground. Without waiting for him to say something, I plunged the dagger into his heart and pressed all my weight onto it. Oh! He struggled desperately, trying to grab my dagger and get me off him. His eye was fixed at me and almost at the brink of tears, pleading with fears for me to not kill him. When I kill him, I often avoid the gaze of the victim. So I took his hat and covered his face with it, refusing to look at him. In the end, I pressed his head with the hat in one hand while tightly gripping the dagger. He struggled violently for a bit, kicked his leg twice, then went completely still. I searched his body and found a small orange pouch. The pouch was tiny, embroidered with this. Oh! Liang was the killer! I sold this pouch long ago. After killing that man, I carried this pouch with me for more than a year. After a year, since I didn't take any job for 2 months and was a bit scrapped for cash, I sold this pouch to the doji in Huanzhou. Before Mansu left, he specifically left this pouch. What does he want to tell me? Did she have anything to do with this pouch? Could it be she's the man that... Oh! She and that man indeed look alike a bit. If she really were the daughter of that man, that's a lot of things would make sense. I stood in shock, carefully sorting through my memory of her. From the first encounter in Hanzo, I felt she was different from the other girls and somewhat suspicious. That night we left Hanzo City, she pretended that she wanted to pee so she could assassinate me. She told about her life story, learned about my experience. I don't want her to die though. That's it? This is it? So basically we only have two choices. If we are kind, if we do good things, we lose Mansui. If we are bad, she's going to kill us. I became more acquainted with her for a long time, and we spent more time together. She subtly changed me. After that, I killed Tang for the girls, trying to secure a better life for, even though I might not give much money of it. I transformed into a better person. I no longer desired for the life bandit and wanted to start new. I said a lot of things, but perhaps not much were true. The swine demon killed her sister and destroyed an entire family. That was probably fake. Her age, her background, and the things she said were probably all fake. The purpose of her approaching me was only to avenge her father. But why she didn't kill me after that? Why did she just live like this? There was indeed a lack of opportunity in the beginning. After all, she rushed into things in the very first day and tried to kill me. I was still very wary at her at that time. I threw her a blade, but still kept an eye on her. However, why did she clear me off after that? While she staying at Hinhuanzu, she had the opportunity to steal a kitchen knife. On the wagon to Luyang, she could have easily killed me while I was sound asleep. I clenched the pouch tightly. Exactly! I want to believe a good ending for both is possible as well, Roy! Guilt, fear, confusion, sadness, and bewilderment. Various turmoil, emotion made it difficult for me to find peace. I didn't know what her logic was in doing this. Why didn't she kill me after? Why did she live by herself? Why did she give me this pouch in the end? What exactly did she want? I just didn't get it. Besides, asking you to give this thing, did she say anything else?
え、何か言ってたか？
Think hard.
お客さん、本当に何も言ってなかったんですよ。こ
I
れを
not
渡してく
grabbed
れと
my
言われ
luggage
ただ
and
け
went,
で、
left without.
他には何
She's
も。
probably trying to offer some. Oh my goodness, please, no. I thought the little brat would leave me a message, but no, why? Actually, I'm her sworn enemy because I murdered her father, but then she just left without doing anything? What on earth? I had no idea, but still decided to go look around. Come on! I could find her. I would be able to ask her unravel all unnecessary mystery too. I had no idea how I was going to face her. I didn't know. Come on! I first went to the market where the temple fair was held yesterday. The market today lacked the vibrancy of last night. Scattered individual was cleaning the ground while small vendors were setting up stalls with occasional passerby paused briefly. I revisit the riverside where she and I have been yesterday. Yesterday we had encountered a beggar family with a little girl here, where we got robbed. I looked around but I didn't seem to find beggar over there. There was only an elderly man fishing in the riverside, his eyes as closed. While I was staring at the elderly man and hesitating to ask, a voice sounded from behind me. The beggar girls from yesterday come out nowhere and stood behind me. It's you. I gave her a quick look and greeted her. You are not hungry today?
もらったお金でターピン買ったからお腹空いてない。
The beggar smiled and blinked her eyes. She spoke, she took a plum-sized pancake to her pocket and showed it to
誰
me.
かを探してるの？
Yes,
昨日
yes, I'm
の
looking
女
for
の
her.
子？もちろん見たよ。
Come on, people!
あなたと一緒にいた。
However, when she meant I've seen her, it actually happened yesterday. They left me disappointed.
ああ、それから。
Oh, come on! Just as I was getting disappointed, the beggar's girls mentioned that she had seen today as well. Come on, today when?
時間はわからない。朝早くだったかな。
She's going
川
to...
沿いを歩いてた。
Are you kidding me? She's trying to actually jump to the river. Come on, faster! The beggar pointing toward the road. Strictly speaking, this wasn't exactly giving directions. He was pointing out the entire road along the riverbank. Thank you. Nevertheless, I still thank her and quick set off. Come on, find her! Find her, find her, find her! I had a lead, come on! It seemed that Little Beth had walked around the river. After sticking away, she did not leave the city but continued along the river. Wait, why would she walk around the river? Why? I pondered as I walked with Sri. No, 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 come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Riverbank, river. Did she ever mention anything about river? Oh, it seems she actually did. Suddenly I remember something she said. I was real young. My dad took me to remember river with the lake at the end. I think I got lost back walk the river till I reached. That's where I found my dad. While on the wagon, the little bird mentioned feeling like she had been Loyang before. She had said her dad brought her to Loyang when she was little. At that time, she got lost and found her dad walking by around the river. I felt like her story was probably fabricated. Judging from her fresh and curious demeanor yesterday, it was probably her first time in Loyang. But why would she make up such story? I couldn't understand, but still fun to follow it. Oh, come on! So I walked around the river, intending to find the lake at the end of the river, as is mentioned. I searched for a long time. I walked for several hours. I didn't eat anything, and yet I kept walking. I kept walking. Eventually, I just went about to give up, thinking there is no lake inside Luyong. I still found the water in Chan River flowed the southeast of the city, where the small lake. According to old man who gave me direction, this lake was once building port. Like it's just abandoned lake within the city, serving no purpose. A few years ago, a woman whose chest size has been ruined jumped into this lake. No, she's really trying to jump the lake. Her body never surfaced, and since then the lake seemed haunted with a revolt of women crying echoing around. Many people detested the ominous air, so even fewer come here. Oh no, please, please. As I walked step by step, I checked out the lake before me. The small lake was stinged by yellow of twilight. The inner city was dirty mesh, the middle circle overgrown with weeds, and the outer city consists of dilapidated house, giving its desolate and bleak ambience. I searched around but didn't find one. It seems he wasn't there. And it was long shots of what was this doing in a place like this in the lake anyway? Just I didn't notice anything unusual. There was a series of shallow footprints pressed into muddy ground. The footprint there was the led away the lake sits. The footprint was very small, about half the size of my side. They looked like a footprint of that little brat. Oh, come on! When I finished the taste, she quickly ran off and followed the footprint. I followed the footprint with difficulty. In the end, I found what she had left behind. I bent my head to look what the face felt like. I couldn't find a word. I cannot read this. Let's see, go. If someone jumped to the river, it would be difficult to find them. The drowned person would wash to Chan River to outlet the lake. Once out Luyong, they would never have been found again. I pondered many days, but still couldn't understand. Why did the little bat sleep like that? Why did she give him the pouch at the end? With the bat, did he really jump into the river? Did he really die? What in the world was the meaning of all this? Can we somehow change something? Can we somehow change something to the title? Can we go to the maximum ability? How? Why? We finished chapter 12. Is it not my maximum affinity? How do I unlock this? How do I unlock this? Jeez. Oh my god! How do I pick all the right choice? Okay, let's see. Oh, come on. I recall that. Okay. Come on, what is it? Oh my god. Roy! Can we faster this, please? I don't care. Come on. Really?
おい、あそこ。娘を食え。
Oh my god. I will just fasten this. Okay, let's finish this. Let's finish this. No, I think this is I think we okay. I think we just need to actually get this. Let's see. Let's just fasten this one. Okay, fasten this one. I don't want to see this ending. This is ending. Oh, come on.
おや、外は寒いからな。
Okay, she gets eaten. So someone help her. Okay, someone help her, and then this is the story of how she found her the father pouch, right? I don't want to read this.
料理
Let's just finish this because you see the flowchart. She said the flowchart says like, see, I need to actually chapter 12 Liang and Sui chapter 7. So I haven't go chapter 7. So there's no chapter 7. As if to ending is a died hardware. Died hardware. 1, 2. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. Let's fasten this. No. Seeking revenge. Okay, that's how she goes. Seeking revenge.
Oh, ここの仕事に
いや、3階の小部屋に案内して。
Come on, faster. This is how she seeks revenge, right? This is how she seeks revenge. Fast.
毎日私の手伝い。
Okay, we just need to finish this chapter, right? We just need to finish. I don't want. It's so sad. Please. Do we need to repeat this?
その紙には戦士。
Faster. Faster. Come on, we just need to finish this, right? So we finish this. So basically, if we finish this, okay. If we finish this, then we can redo. Okay, we finish this and we can redo. Okay, Roy, it's okay. We get the good one. We are going to get the good one. Okay.
すぐに出てくるんだ。
We are going to get the good one.
見つかった？
Can I skip this? Oh, I cannot skip. Okay, let's just faster. Liang. Oh. Oh my god. No, we are getting okay. This is it. We can, right? We can actually go at 7. We already have the Seeking Revenge, chapter 7. Liang chapter 12. I think we are in maximum affinity. Okay, let's see from here. Skip. Faster.
よし。
わかりました。
今回のよ。
大丈夫です、りょう様。 それりょう様
Come on.
と私をりょう様
Okay. She was soaked, maybe drenched from the snow. A little breath, I quickly rig as I get close and reach her shoulder. Submerged in the water, I walk over to lift the bed hand. She was short, however, the instant I broke rail, really see her show motion. There is emotion. Wait, don't go, I shout at her. She seemed to freeze at the sound of my voice of her body, which had vanished, became bright, began to think. I think we are the correct one! We are! Boom! The fire horizon filled with nervous, massive wave with the ferocious wind come our way. Run with me. I grabbed her hand and yelled at her to run. It was too late though. Boom. Okay, this is different. Maybe wait, this is different. Maybe we are going to save her. Come on, faster. I already see this. Come on. Okay, I see this. This is the same. Please.
お待ちください、お客さん。昨日、
Please.
朝の鐘が鳴ってしばらくしてきましたよ。
Please. No, don't give me a fake ending, please. God, this is the time when we managed to find her, right?
お客さん、本当に何も言ってなかったんですよ。
She
これ
simply
を
told
渡
us
して
to
く
I
れと言
saw
われ
that
た
I
だ
am
け
Sir
で、
Sonia
他
we
に
got
は
over
何
fighter.
も。
Come on! Right, I really want to desperate. Come on, move it. Save me. Faster, damn it! Come on!
ね
Come on, faster!
えお金
Maybe we can save her. Okay, we can save her. Please. Please. Riverbank. Oh, come on. Don't make me. Oh my god. Come on. Faster, man. Faster. Okay, can we? Okay. So, okay. Fine. Please run her. Okay. Again. Can I save again? Oh my god. The water chants river. The lake was. The inner sea was dirty as she did, and as you can now have stroll down, I become aware of a figure in the distance. Yes! Yes! So they force us to see this bullshit first, then this. Oh my god, I will just soak in the mood, okay? Soak in the mood. I will alter this. I will let you read. I want to savor this moment. She's still here. We managed. We get it on time. She was really alive. Yes. This morning I got what you left me for the waiter in. Oh, this is okay. So this is the ending when we managed to save her, right? So basically she's trying to off herself, but we managed on time to save her. I continued to approach her, the water already above my knees. I was now only a few steps away from her. She still didn't respond to me. Lass, you've been looking for a chance to kill me on the way. I understand now the reason you want to kill me. Everything you've done is for revenge. But I don't quite understand why you didn't kill me in the end. Why did you leave on your own and come here? What do you want? Eagerly, I questioned her while stepping closer. I was now only a few feet away from her. Suddenly, she began to move. Oh, we are dead? She stepped in my direction, her body half turned in the water, her dress floating on the water, also half turned like windmill. The sound of the blade broke the air. She tried to stab me. We are dead! Bloody game! God damn it, game. I didn't dodge. Instead, I stood motionless while looking at Selkram. You gotta be fucking kidding me. So we are not going to get an ending that both happy. Ah, okay. I could feel a tinge of pain as soot blood seeped from my skin. To my surprise, he didn't. Yes! Yes! He didn't stab deeper. We're still alive! Instead, he only pierced the skin in my chest with a dagger and stooped when the blood came out. She trembled, keeping her head low, gripping the dagger in hand and gritting her teeth, jostling slightly. She was trying her best to choke back her breathing tears as if it had gone wrong and was too grieved to speak back. I scrutinized her in silence. She stabbed me with a blade, but I didn't pierce through my chest. I've always cherished my life, but this time I didn't dodge. Maybe I was immobilized by guilt deep in my heart. I just waited for her to kill me. Yet she didn't. Oh, this is a very good ending! Her silence lasts only a few moments before her violent deep breaths.
殺す。もちろん殺すつもりよ。父は死んだ。母は死んだ。弟は死んだ。私が死ななかったのはいつの日かあなたを殺すため。お前に会う前、私は毎日毎晩四六時中お前をどう殺すか考えていた。私はお前の名前を覚え、何度も口にしてお前をどう殺すか考えていた。お前を刃物で突き殺す、縄で絞め殺す、毒薬で毒殺する、布団で息を止める、水で溺れさせる、火で焼き殺す、拳で殴り殺す、足で蹴り殺す。
Did you just see what he said to us? That's some things that you want to see. Hated us so much.
お前の皮を剥ぐ、心臓を掘り出す、腹渡を引きちぎる、生肉を食らう、釜茹でにする、車で引き裂く、八つ裂きにする。お前をどう殺すか100回、1000回、1万回も考えた。でも結局お前を殺さなかった。火山のあの晩は我慢できなかった。隙を見てお前を殺そうとしたけど、お前に刀を奪われた。次の夜は刀がなくて、お前も警戒し始めた。それでお前に影絵劇を教えて、気を許したところで殺そうと思った。でも殺そうとするたびに、お前が死んだらあの子たちがどうなるのか心配だった。それでしばらく殺さずにいた。あの子たちが落ち着いてから馬車の中でようやく機会が訪れた。お前を殺す理由もあった。前もって準備はしておいた。でもお前が変わってしまった。あの子たちに優しくなった。私に新しい靴を買ってくれた。私は何度もお前を襲おうと思った。でもお前がしたこと、お前が変わったことを考えると、どうしても刀を振り下ろせなかった。だから馬車の中で刀を捨てて、歯を食いしばってお前の似顔絵を描いた。自分では手を下さないから、落葉についてからお前を裏切り、罠にはめることにした。それでお前の似顔絵を持ってトンヨを暗殺しに行った。うまくいけば私がトンヨを始末できる。失敗してもお前を仲間と思わせることができる。どっちに転んでもよかった。なのに、どうして私にはできなかったの？どうして私は気が変わったの？私は 復讐を果たせなかった。父にも家族にも申し訳ない。どうしてこんなに役立たずなの。
She pressed her blade against my chest. I can't read it. It's so sad. She burst into tears. Some fall into the legs, some on her shirt. It's the first time I ever seen her cry so heartbrokenly. In comparisons, all her crying before seems fake. In front of my eyes, her thin, strained face was truly crying for the first time. It's alright, don't cry. Last night you deliberately walked around me in the city to impress our partnership on people as much as possible. During the firework, you ran away again, carrying my portrait to assassinate the swine demon, planning to frame me as a criminal to have 3 generations of our family executed. How can you call such a good plan useless? Oh, by the way, where is my portrait? Show it to me, let me see if it looks like me. For whatever reasons, I felt the tension ease after hearing her
いや
laugh.
もう捨てた。お前の顔を見ると気分が悪くなる。あんた、私がこんなに話したのよ。言いたいことはそれだけ。
She asked me with a sobbing voice while still pressing her dagger against my chest. The breath you, and it was the first time I've seen Leslie ever so desperately. She will never call me Master Lion anymore. Really unworried of the confession. Well, my mind is a mess after finding out so much at once. I got a lot to say, but I don't know where to start. Over the past month, I felt like I've changed a lot to the point where I don't recognize myself. At first, I only wanted to live for myself. That was enough. But somehow, after going through all this with you and the other kids, I'm not the same person I used to be. I exhaled deeply. Well, you might as well kill me. I came here to look for you, but I didn't know how to face you. Now I thought about it. Why don't you just kill me? Actually, I don't know how to let you have your revenge on me. Even if I pay you back, there's still a lot of people I owe revenge. I troublesome just thinking about it and don't know if I'm going to live after this. It feels like there is no point anymore. You may as well kill me. It's better for everyone if someone like me dies. I put away my smile and looked at her seriously with my offer. She looked firmly in my eyes, as if to ascertain my sincerity. I was serious about it. I wished to be killed by her. I had been feeling so lost in recent days. I had increasingly felt that escaping to the south would be meaningless. I'd lived long enough for this chaotic world. That face that learned that I killed her death made me feel even more guilty and painful. I wanted to die even more now. I already lost my family during the explosion many years ago. I had no ties keeping me in this world. I had been living like a walking corpse without goals, dreams, or any hope. I killed a lot of people, made a lot of enemies, and owe a lot of people in my life. I might as well let her kill me and it end all. Phew, my desire for death became firm. I moved my body slightly, allowing to the tip of the dagger approach my heart. It cut through my skin, moving bits by bits closer to my heart. Just a few more inches and I could let her stab me to death. Mansui didn't follow my wish. She moved the knife away from my chest, lowered her head, and spoke with her teeth clenched. Kill me already.
できない。
Kill me.
言ったでしょ。できないの。
I don't know why I want to laugh though. I shouldn't laugh. This is very sad. She shouted angrily at me while her hand became forceful. The knife moved away from my heart, drawing blood from my skills elsewhere. We were at stalemate. After a short while, I noticed a slight tremble in her body. She couldn't do it. Or at least she couldn't do it for now. Why can't you do it?
できるものならとっくにやってた。いつか殺すつもりだった。でもその時になるとこのまま殺すのは良くないと思ってできなかった。
I thought hard about her word. It shouldn't be like this, so she couldn't do it. What was this waiting for? Was she waiting for a auspicious day to kill me or better opportunity? I don't know. I watched her in silence, her bloody temper slightly in the lake. The lake surface slivered as breeze blew across it. Her small body appeared even more frail. She was shivering. Is it because her emotions were too intense? Or is it because she was feeling cold? Hey, if you don't want to kill me now, you can do it later. Oh, that's so cute. You must be feeling cold right now. Let's go ashore and rest first, warm yourself, and kill me later. Oh. I suggested we go ashore first because I thought she was cold. I went ashore first. After some time, she comes ashore too. I soaked my leg up to my knees while she soaked her entire lower body. We left behind wet footprints as we walked around it. Neither of us changed our clothes. We both stood in the lake with the soaking clothes. It was only I got to shore I noticed the detail. She had walked into the lake barefoot and not wearing the shoes I had given her. She had put the shoes by the lake and only went to pick up when she got ashore. Did she cherish the shoes I had given her? It couldn't be. She probably just didn't want to die with something her enemy gave her and was worried about being blamed by her family after she died. For a while, the two of us stood by the lake silently. About 12-minute phase, I couldn't help myself but start a conversation. I've got something else to ask you before you kill me.
何？
How did you know I killed your father?
最初父は泉州で行方不明になったと思って数ヶ月前賀州城の質屋であの小袋を見つけた。その小袋は私が自分で作ったの。父がむやみに捨てるわけない。私は店の主人にお金を渡して知ってることを全部話してもらった。お前が殺人や強盗を働いてたことも、お前に関することも。
So then you pretend to be Agda Vicente and you blended with the kids to find me?
うん。さらわれたふりをする必要もなかったけど、あいつが他の人と話してるのを聞いて、お前があいつの仲間だと分かった。それで、私は帰る家もないし、聞き分けもいいから、あいつは私に優しくしてくれた。お前たちが来た時、あいつが私を売らないんじゃないかと心配したけど、結局、私をお前に引き渡した。
You overheard inside was Swine Demon buying little girl to eat them.
そう。
Yeah.
口が聞けないと思って。あ、でも、東洋のことをおばばから聞いたというのは、私の作り話。
But I still had more to ask. By the way, you are not from Luoyang, are you? Where exactly are you from?
仙北よ。関西の近くにある小さな村に家が
Oh,
あ
the
った。
famine hit there a few years ago. It wasn't easy for you. How old are you?
14。
See? She's old! She's adult! Can I believe you are 14?
そう。おととい14になったばかり。13だったけど、あなたに新しい靴をもらった日で14になった。
I was a bit shocked. I didn't know she was already 14, old enough to get married and considered adult, old enough to get married and considered adult. Now she looks like a child, maybe because she was often starved when she should have eaten a lot of physical growth. She turned 14 only a few days ago, making the shoes I gave her kind of like a birthday gift. No wonder she couldn't kill me. We just get lucky. Even though I killed her father, I was the only one who gave her gift the day she came of age. What happened the rest of family when your dad didn't come back? I asked about the benefit.
おばばはその前に死んだ。弟は病気で死んだ。母は首をつって死んだ。
So that doesn't count me as killing them, right?
お前のせいで死んだのよ。父が食料と薬を買って帰るはずだったの。
Yeah,
お
that's
前に
true.
殺されて帰ってこなかった。
That's true, that's true, that's true, that's true.
食料も薬もなく、弟は死んだ。母は弟が死ぬのを見て、自分も首をつった。みんなお前のせいで死んだ。
I mean, yeah, that's true. It's because of me. They were all dead. She glared at me while speaking through the gritted teeth. She deliberately emphasized twice they all died because of me. I was so convinced that I was the root cause of family death, so I should take responsibility. Actually, she was right. I can be said to be the one who killed entire family. After all, if I hadn't killed her dad, he would have brought food back to save his whole family, who might have been able to survive the famine and live on. It was all cause and effect. She's not going to blame me. Should I ask her to blame heaven for not raining for 3 years? I deserve to be killed by her so that she can have her revenge. After all, I am her sworn enemy. I'm the only reason her family demise. Wait, that's not right. Oh, something wrong with that logic. It's totally clear that I'm sinner who deserve 1,000 deaths, but at the thought, shouldering of the blame, her tragedy, I never felt that was something wrong. Because I'm the only one to blame. All of a sudden, my mind remembered the fairy's voice. No, not just the voice, there were images too. The image in my mind becomes clearer by heat. Memories of living in the dynasty unfold themselves. I remember the Tianxi explosion in the capital, that's that, leaving me confused. I remember the soldier driving the victim crazy. I remember the people exiled at home. And the starving people in Shuigo. I remember the soldier in Monhuasan. I remember Huang Ochuel who left us mercy at other in Sangtang greedy look. I remember the homeless beggar. I remember the swine demon fellows whose buildings were higher than those two of Forbidden City. I remember those corpses spiked up as a cloud frightening. Are we going to kill the swine demon? Maybe. It's true that Mansu is one enemy, but isn't the Kain dynasty? I'm the only sworn enemy. It can be. She's not the only one who deserves revenge. I'm the only one who seeks a revenge upon. Oh, we have common sworn enemy. It's very big. Damn.
何のこと？
A sworn enemy.
誰の旧敵？
Ours.
ごまかさないで。
How about this?
何？
I know how I'm going to pay you back with my life.
まだわからないの？どう償っても足りないの？
Maybe it will be. Hear me out, lass. I said to her in softened tone. She often softened saw me calm down. She was still giving me glare, but at least she was listening to me. Just now I thought about all that happened in our way. Suddenly I figured something out. On one hand, I just justify for you to see me as sworn enemy who killed your whole family. But on the other hand, we have common and greater enemy. I once told you about my story. Long ago, my dad died in big explosion in the capital. After that, I got together with some other homeless victim, wait for authorities to look into the explosion. But more than 10 days passed and they offered us neither explanation nor relief. They said it was an act heaven and no one was to blame. They asked a group of soldiers to drive us to the city, claiming that we were a bunch of rebels. The authorities should have provided some money and food, but no, they promised to do so, they didn't keep their word. Later, I heard that money or food was supposed to give us relief supplies were embezzled. The money was used to build shrine for Ennach. They believed that was a well-kept secret. They thought we didn't know about it, but it was a matter of life and death for us. How could we know about it? After that, I had no place to go, and I became harder and desperate. I had to become bandit. I killed your dad and many others. I know I committed all this crime because I'm a bad guy. I was bad soul. Maybe I'm evil by nature. But I was just wondering if the world was not like this. You and I and our family, we didn't deserve. Oh, yes! I killed because I didn't have enough to eat. I was starving. Your dad left home for the same reason. The rest of us family died for the same reason. Struck people in the secession, starving. Yes, kill the swine demon. I don't know why this story become okay. You just enjoy the story now. At least they both alive. Why did some people starve to death? Why did other own endless stock for food during calamities? I might have made my peace with that just because I knew fairness is hard to achieve in this world and that people are born different. But hasn't unfairness gone too far? We got a bastard like swine demon who alone has occupied the line that could sustain 10,000 people indulging in lavish feasts and sorcery the cats all day long. He tried of his food, he tried telling his things, he wanted to eat the girl from poor family alive. They claim all that favor by destiny, they enjoy the life of people like us who would have never saw their price to death, they gone too far. Is there what greater enemy? Is such its destiny that our greater foe. My voice was shaking more and more as the words in fairy. She looked at me. Her lip twitch. Her eyes simmer with sparkling light. Yeah, what kind of world was this? It was a world of unfairness, and it was too much. It was a world where the humble live panic and messy lives. We tried to bite and gulp each other for just for some piece of civil, but the swine demon and his like were born to live like you can imagine. They were born with silver spoon in their mouth, destined to greatness and opulence, living life's luxury and privilege, far removed from the harsh reality of properties. They look down on us, control us, toy with us, and see us worthless and kill. They should be killed. They deserve that. It's true that I am Mansu's sworn enemy, but those hidden behind, hidden above, they are greatest enemy. They are true. They are. Wow, this game turned into some revolutions bullshit. But I'm glad regardless. Okay, they don't die. It's simple for me to revive my life. I've long lived and open. My family broke up. It doesn't matter if they want to extend it to 9th generation because I'm old. So I might as well go through with it in the end. I owe you my life, so I make use with the Grister, our great enemy. I'm a sinner who should be died a long time ago. Kill, I go kill sworn enemy in exchange. Kill, I will use my life to prefer their wrong. I said quickly, never before held with the thrills. A surge of hot blood rushed in my head, the image of hero in my childhood. I couldn't wait to go and take revenge on the heaven. Dashing. Ah, Chuang dashing. Oh! Actually, before I was quite confused. What could I do run south with the bandit Aravan? Okay. I'm glad that I made a choice, made my mind. Yeah, yes! I was better my life or to take revenge, but what is this my plan? Should I make a long-term plan, take revenge by the set man, or should I strike before the iron's hot? I'm going to save, okay? I think this is it, right? Tomorrow we are going to actually join the Dashing General. I don't think we can assassinate the Swine Demon. I think we are going to join the Dashing General. Let's see. So yeah, I think there are 2 endings. So maybe it's 2, right? This is soon, tomorrow. My voice, I cannot speak anymore. But man, this is so good though. I will go to the title. I'm already saved, right? I'm saving already. Okay, I save. Everything I save. So let's talk about it a little bit, okay? So basically, I actually enjoy the Gon ending. I actually enjoy this ending. You know? This ending is actually pretty good. Yeah, it better go. Yeah, he will join the Dashing General, but this ending is really good. This was like, what the hell? I thought this would be okay. Then the last just off herself. It's crazy. Yeah, right. So yeah, tomorrow, Roy. I cannot speak anymore. I want to actually voice it, okay? I want to voice the Dashing General and like that. Man, this is such a great game. I love it. Wow, it's so good though. This game is so good. What is an extra? Okay. Oh, that's all the extra that we get. Okay, there are a lot of lock. Low chat. Yeah. Soon. We're going to finish it soon. Tomorrow. That's super good. Okay. I'm going to sleep today, and tomorrow I will go. I will come to at the same time, and then we are going to play it together. That would be awesome. Alright.